Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high, hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. And you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you off. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. I know you what you want. Oh, what it justice. Put it in the song, alright. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it. And I know you what you want. Oh, what it justice. Put it in the song, alright.
Taking notes on my keyboard, what you bothering me for? There's a room for what you following me for? Sing a fucking sing along. So girl, what you singing for? Cause I'm blowing like a seagull. My seagull, money. Oh, money. They got these in the trash, they going. Sweet, tight. Sweet, tight, glass, they have for the girls. They are so fun. Bring some pleasure, rainbow sun. Nice handshake, first night from mine. All that dance, like I'm coming. Flipping, they loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. Oh, they loving the crew. Oh, they loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. They loving the crew. Taking notes on my keyboard, what you bothering me for? There's a room for the niggas. What you following me for? Sing a fucking sing along. So girl, what you singing for? Cause you know like a seagull. My seagull. Where'd you go? Oh, you know how I've been living without you. Daydreaming on a cloud with you like the horizon. With you tonight is on an island. It's about time for waking up. Found you wasn't with me waking up. Now you feel set up, please miss your touch. I needed to distance myself from you. I was just in love with you. So confess, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We've had it back on. so quiet, but I hear you. Say it to me, baby. Say our time we're making up time. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't miss you touch. I needed you, I needed you. Needed to distance myself from you. I was just alone with you. So come close, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We ain't having it that time. Take you there, take you. I'll show you something, give you more than what. We ain't having it that time. Take you there, take you. I'll show you something, give you more than what. We ain't having it that time. Take you there, take you there. Take you there, won't you? Fill me up till my cup's overflowing. I'm so anxious just to feel the silence. It's so quiet, but I hear you. Say it to me, baby. Say our time we're making up time. The times you wasn't with me waking up. Now you never said I couldn't miss you touch. I needed you, I needed you. Needed to distance myself from you. I was just alone with you. So come close, won't you? Won't you? Can I tell you something for what it's worth? We ain't having it that time. Take you there, take you. I'll show you something, give you more than what. We ain't having it that time. Take you there, take you there. Please be don't please be nothing to me. I want you to give to me, yeah. Please be don't please be nothing to me, yeah. I want you to give to me,
Every second, every minute, man, I swear that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high, hands up high. Tell them put the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you and you're in the mood for empathy. It's blood in my pen. Better yet, with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that. Pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and your girl in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga, don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga, that ain't good game, homie. Sorry, they say conversation rule the nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real. P.S. You can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
Set me feel like months. Wake up for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want. What we want.
My new bitch look like Tyler Perry, but she don't love me, she too scary. My old bitch front like Jackie Brown. I wanna know if she too down. Will you be my leading lady? I want a contract, yeah, no, maybe. In the meantime,
It's not for what I want.
just some me time.
Hope you doing what you want.
Crib by the beach like Odell. Over all my killers don't tell. Shut down my mom cause I knew you off the shelf. Now my bitch is to Chanel. Will you be my leading lady? I wanna call you and get a little maybe. In the meantime,
It's not for what I want.
get some me time.
Hope you doing what you want. But it's been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Wake up for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want.
In the meantime,
Just not doing what I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want.
In the meantime,
Just not doing what I want.
get some me time.
You doing what you want.
Maybe I'll love myself, I don't know. Leave me here, I'll fuck myself. See me in the mirror, I duck myself. Don't need much, so fuck my wealth.
I need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah, I know I give you all you need. I know what you like. I feel it coming. Tell me that the yes. I try to keep you, and I need some lessons. I need to give it up. I try to live, but I can't. I don't know why I got the one. Drop me out of my mind. Don't need no other body. Don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body.
Then I need a mess of my mind. And I need if you get free up your mind. Say your body talk to me nice. Say I'm my love, you didn't need for your life. Yeah, our love no be like. Say every day together, yeah, day and night. Yeah, if I leave, you go by. Yeah, if you leave, I go love me your body, baby. Love me your body, baby. As you're whining your body, baby. So crazy. Love me your body, baby. Girl, you want it to me. I just wanna let you know. Oh, baby,
Don't need no other body. Don't need no other body. Only you feel on my body. Only you feel on my body. You don't need no other body, baby. Every day, come on, yeah. No,
just the morning, my walk is up on your loving. I just wanna get you beside me.
give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all you. Give me all you need. Give me all you need. Give me all.
Make I give you all you need. Every touch you need.
Hotel shining stars, big dip, get a lot of hashtag gang in the city.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Thank you for joining. I hit that like button for you, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know y'all probably wondering what the hell Truth got going on. She had this live schedule. Hey, Miss Gloria, good to see you, boo. Hey, Lady Marie. Hey, Cam. Funberry. Y'all come on in. Hit that like button. I know y'all wondering what Truth got going on. I had this live schedule since earlier today, and I hey Miss B, and I scheduled it for tomorrow, and now I'm here. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and get into it. I wasn't able to do it this morning, so I rescheduled it for tomorrow. But now that I have a little time, I'm gonna go ahead and get it done so I can stay on my little schedule. So we are here. All right. So listen, I don't know how many of you all have been following this story. I've been following it somewhat, not as deep as others, but I got some people that's been emailing me that's want to talk about it. So we're gonna talk about it. So we did on my last live stream on the T channel about this story. We were reacting to, or maybe was it on this channel? I think it was on the T channel. Either way, we did start a live stream video that we were reacting to, and excuse me, we're gonna get back into that. But before we do, for those that's not um updated about what it is that went on and what's going on, I'm gonna play a couple of clips before we get into the actual live stream that we're gonna continue to react to. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna play the clips. I have a playlist of little clips I want to play to kind of update y'all on what went on and what's going on. Truth had us in the streets. So yeah, I'm gonna play those clips and then we're gonna get into reacting. Well, finish our reaction to the live stream that we started watching about this story. Okay. All right. So let me play these clips so those that don't know can get updated. Here we go.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. But I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town.
All right, I'm gonna drop it and bring it back. Now it is storming here. I don't know if y'all hear that thunder out there. So my stuff might not act right, which is one of the reasons, partly one of the reasons why I didn't want to do this today, because I knew it was gonna storm today. My connections and stuff was gonna echo, but we're gonna push through. We are gonna push through, even if I have to play the audio. Okay. So let's see. Let's try again. Did I speak to you later, G? I think I did. Miss B said this here was straight scary. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it is.
What's the fuel bar without the fuel? We're doing the fuel bar tonight. Fucking go. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Oh man, come on. I have to say hi to my biggest fan. You know? heard that shit, I jumped out of my fucking bed. He came out here so fucking fast. Didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop. Just know instigators get this shit too.
Next here tonight, new developments in last night's deadly shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. The man Sunday night, and what one witness saw. Surveillance was a scene of chaos.
We heard about 7 to 8 gunshots when we were sitting out here in the balcony. My wife and I were actually watching the fountain view here on our balcony, and just out of nowhere, we heard a first bang. We looked at each other, and then the bangs just started coming. It was a horrifying situation.
Edward and his wife are in town for their 13th wedding anniversary. He tells me that both of them were in shock and fear when the shots rang out.
From where we were at, I mean, it was just so loud. It sounded like it was maybe 6-7 feet away from us. You know, that's why we got so scared. We don't know where it was coming from at the moment.
Edward captured this video showing the moment killed 2 people. Heavy police response blocking all travel in front of the Bellagio.
Las Vegas Police Department, they showed up instantly, you know, and that makes us feel safe.
Police announcing Monday morning they arrested 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz. They say the suspect walked into the Henderson Police Department, turning himself in. He's being held on 2 charges of open murder with a deadly weapon. Police say this is an isolated incident that may have stemmed from a social media dispute. Edward and his wife returned to the Strip Monday, less than 24 hours later. But despite there being no active threat, he tells me that still, they had an uneasy feeling being there. Do you think you'll ever be able to erase that from your mind the next time you're in front of the Bellagio fountains, or do you think it's just going to play over and over again?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to erase.
The same sentiment was shared by tourists Monday. Is it in the back of your mind at all now?
Oh, yes, definitely. You know, like, not just just anywhere. Like, since this happened, you got to be more aware of your surroundings.
We are still working to learn more information on what led up to this deadly shooting, such as how many shots were fired and the identity of the victims. We will continue to keep you updated both on air and online with the latest information. Reporting in front of the Bellagio Hotel and Casino, I'm Ryan Ketchum.
All right, let's see if we start to skip. Let me try it again. Hold on. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Thank y'all for the likes. I do appreciate it. Let's see. When we get to the live stream that we're gonna react to, I'm gonna play the audio because there's no visuals on it. It's just the guy talking. So it'll get better, y'all. I just want to play these clips to get y'all updated of what went on and what's going on here recent. Okay. Oh, I know why I was buffering, because I didn't change the settings. Okay. Let's see. All right.
After months of an online feud between YouTubers, Finney the Legend and the accused shooter, with a new look into what could have led up to last night's shooting. Molly.
Well, through one of Finney's friends, we're learning more about what could have led up to the shooting and what Finney and his wife Bubbly meant to the Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. A son, a father.
He's a good father. He takes care of his kids.
And a grandfather. Derek Ware tells me the Arizona-based YouTuber, Finney the Legend, was just a big, friendly guy.
If something was wrong, he would just always check up on me.
He was a husband, too. Ware says Finney's wife, who went by Bubbly, lived up to her name, lighting up each room she entered.
She would have fun everywhere she went.
Shooter Manuel Ruiz's YouTube page, offering insight on the feud between the two YouTubers.
This was brewing. This brewed for 2 years.
Ware says it all started back in 2023 when Ruiz pepper Street. Bubbly on Fremont Street.
I was saying, I'm just glad it was pepper spray and it wasn't bullets.
A grim foreshadowing of what was to come.
I said, I don't want to figure this out.
Okay, y'all already know I'm not finna fight with this audio. Let's see. I'm gonna go to the audio. Let's see. Which one is this one? 1, 2. Okay. So we just gonna listen to the audio, y'all. I'm gonna keep that visual up, but we're gonna go to the audio. Let me turn my Bluetooth on. Yeah, they are, Miss B. Alrighty, y'all. Let's go. Here we go with the audio. Y'all put any questions down in the chat that you may have, okay?
The YouTubers Finny the Legend and the accused shooter Manuel Ruiz. Fox 5's Molly McBride joins us in the studio with a new look into what could have led up to last night's shooting. Molly.
Well, through one of Finney's friends, we're learning more about what could have led up to the shooting and what Finney and his wife Bubbly meant to the Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. A son, a father.
Well, he's a good father. He takes care of his kids.
And a grandfather. Derek Ware tells me the Arizona-based YouTuber, Finny the Legend, was just a big, friendly guy.
If something was wrong, he would just always check up on me.
He was a husband, too. Ware says Finny's wife, who went by Bubbly, lived up to her name, lighting up each room she entered.
She would have fun everywhere she went. People wanted to be around her.
He says he actually met Finny through the accused shooter, Manuel Ruiz's YouTube page, offering insight on the feud between the two YouTubers.
This brewed for 2 years.
Ware says it all started back in 2023 when Ruiz pepper sprayed Bubbly on Fremont Street.
I was saying, I'm just glad it was pepper spray and it wasn't bullets.
A grim foreshadowing of what was to come.
I said, I don't want to see you here in pain with bullets in you. So let's figure this out.
Ware says Finny chose to never get physical.
His wife said she was okay, so he was just like, okay, let's handle this another way.
Instead, he fought back online.
He controls his emotions very well. That's what I liked about him the most.
Ware says Finny held a weekly live stream where people could speak freely about anything, including their grievances with Ruiz.
Manny was welcome to come on and defend himself. He kept it fair. It wasn't just a bash. It wasn't just let's talk about Manny, talk bad about Manny. It's just everybody's experience.
Ware says as Ruiz lost followers, Finny's online popularity grew, dethroning Ruiz from his position as king of the tight-knit Vegas, Arizona YouTube community. But Ware tells me he never thought Ruiz would escalate to this level of violence.
That's just sickening. He's sick. That's just, what do you get out of that? I don't get that. You just ruined 2 families.
Or that a jealousy-fueled feud would take away his 2 friends forever. Ware says if he wasn't resting for an upcoming surgery, he could have been with Finny on the strip Sunday night. His one message to our community, Finny and Bubbly were so much more than YouTubers. They leave behind a heartbroken family.
All right, Molly, thanks, and stay with Fox 5 as we continue to follow this developing story both on air and online at fox5vegas.com.
Depending on how long they've been here and how much they read or watch the news, they might not even realize what happened.
Okay, this is another news broadcast, y'all.
Here just hours ago, Marie, and this is something you mentioned, the world watching this. Well, this all began allegedly on the.
And mind you, this is when it first happened. So some more information or some other things have come out since these news broadcasts. But I just, like I said, wanted to get y'all caught up and give y'all a little timeline of what's been going on.
World Wide Web. In fact, usually arguments on social media, they stay behind the screen, but on Sunday night, that was not the case, we're being told. YouTubers and social media personalities have been posting that the alleged shooter and one of the victims, that they were YouTubers who had an ongoing beef. News 3's Tiffany Lane has been digging into posts to see what may have led up to this deadly incident. Latoya, the shooting was seen on live stream. Both the alleged shooter and victim each had a couple thousand followers on YouTube, many of which were watching their live streams when this shooting happened, they tell me. And from what some of them say, issues between the two go back for quite some time now, but they never expected it would get to this.
As a deadly shooting unfolded on the strip, YouTubers and other social media personalities started streaming. They say Manny Ruiz, known on YouTube with his wife as Sin City Family, and YouTuber Finny the Legend had an ongoing beef.
Let me put it that way. I see bullying on both sides. Because I don't think people just came out of the blue and started being bullies. I think something had to happen to cause that to happen.
Finny the Legend's channel is still online, showing many videos about Manny and his wife Julie. Finny often in hours-long live streams, sometimes sharing Manny's videos and reacting to comments made against him or responding to Manny. Manny's page taken down as of Monday morning, but some sites sharing clips, including this one from last year.
He recorded a live stream where Manny said that he's basically going to come after Finny. So let's have a look at that quickly.
That same YouTube page called LFP Gaming showed a clip of Manny searching for Finny before Sunday's shooting when Finny came to town with his wife.
I'm out here searching for my baby. I went for every casino there is. I heard that one of my biggest fans here.
Manny can be seen in several videos wearing face paint. I spoke with one YouTube fan who follows Manny and Finny closely. He says the beef goes back to fans finding out that Manny is trying to control streaming in the Vegas area.
It's demanding, like, you can't go here, you can't do that. And a lot of people don't like that, so he started losing his streamers.
Daniel, who did not want his face shown, said the online feud that included Finny insulting Manny's wife and Manny using racial slurs only got worse through time.
The followers that were normally with Manny are now giving money to Finny.
So then that kind of started this back and forth feud on streaming.
Yeah, that made it worse, yeah, for Manny. And then Finny would post, look at how many viewers he's got now, or his viewership was going down.
And again, this is all information we're getting through the YouTube world. We are working to get more details from police in the meantime, as well as confirming some of the information we were provided from these social media influencers. Latoya?
Yeah, it really does give you an insight into a world that maybe a lot of us perhaps don't fully understand, but we hope to in the days to come, so we can try to make sense of what seems pretty senseless. Thank you so much. Well, we do have a poll on our website asking if you think law enforcement should take...
Okay, this next clip, I'm going to try to play y'all the visual because it shows him turning himself in to the cops. So I'm going to try to actually play this one and see if it'll play. Look at Wiley, y'all.
World know that this is just a problem on YouTube where people think that it's okay to beef, and now this ended up getting.
An online conflict turning into real life consequences. A YouTube streamer accused of killing 2 people in front of the Bellagio, claiming it.
All right. It's not going to work. Let's see. Or maybe it will. Let's see.
Ruiz, who goes by the name Sin City Manny on YouTube, walked before a judge handcuffed.
Good morning, Mr. Ruiz. Ounce of open murder and use of a deadly weapon.
Ruiz is accused of killing Rodney and Tanisha Finley on Sunday nights. They're YouTubers who go by Finny the Legend. An arrest report we obtained says Ruiz shot riot. The shooting was captured on the Finny the Legend live stream. Police say the online conflict began Halloween of 2023.
It was childish. It was crazy. It didn't make any sense.
Marquise Wiley, a fellow YouTubers.
YouTube content creator. And there was a competition. And when you watch YouTube, you see different creators competing for viewers. That's what I thought it was about. I didn't think it was going to end in violence.
In arrest report, Ruiz told police he was acting in self-defense, but investigators did not list in their arrest report any weapons on Rodney and Tanisha Finley.
Somebody might talk about my eye, they might talk about the way I look, but I would never get a gun and shoot somebody. That's just crazy.
Ruiz is being held on no bail. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson tells me he's planning to file murder charges against Ruiz. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Joshua Figueroa, 8 News Now.
Manuel Ruiz scheduled to appear before a judge once.
Okay, I think this one actually shows him turning himself in. Hold on a minute. Baby, when I tell you, This thing is cutting up, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get to the live stream in a minute. Let's see. All right. Did I miss Melissa? Did I speak to Melissa? Yeah.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on or anything? All right. You can double cuff it if you want.
Lord have mercy. I wonder if he think this was worth it. Was it worth it?
So we can sit. Yeah. I'll bring a chair over here. You got a seat, man. I'm gonna go talk to LT real quick. Can you hang out?
All right. So the last clip is actually a video. It's about 12 minutes long. It was posted 2 days ago by one of my favorite channels. If one of my moms want to post a link in the chat for me, it's called Black Girl Unlost. Black Girl Unlost. I watch this channel all the time. They gave an update 2 days ago on what's going on. So we're going to listen to that, and then we're going to get into the live stream that we began reacting to, okay? He cannot think it was worth it, but then again, right, Fun Beer, because you know a lot of people is talking about this whole street cred thing, which I think is ridiculous. Okay, child bye. But yeah, we're gonna listen to this video. It's about 12 minutes, and it's giving us sort of kind of like an update of what's been going on since it happened. Because this happened a little over a week ago. Sunday made a week, so today Tuesday, so it's like a week and 2 days. All right. So let's listen to this audio, and then we're going to get into reacting to that live stream.
Alley couple was murdered on the Las Vegas Strip, and the entire shooting was live streamed on YouTube. It happened last Sunday night near the Bellagio fountain. One in the same. They were literally soulmates. Is how Rodney and Tanisha Finley's 4 children described their parents.
They were beautiful. They were beautiful people.
Tanisha, the life of the party, always put her family first.
She was loving. She was caring. She was always there for us.
And Rodney made every moment special.
He was just a funny guy that everybody loved, and he made a big impact wherever he went.
The Finleys loved Las Vegas, which became like a second home for the couple, even documenting their travels on YouTube.
This weekend was actually supposed to be a birthday trip for my dad. The last messages I had from my mom was that she was going to be coming home tomorrow, and that she would see me tomorrow.
Thank you, left a lasting impact on their online community.
It was a legend.
And will leave an even bigger hole in the hearts of their large, loving family.
They were just 2 beautiful people. I just want them to be never forgotten.
Newly released body cam footage captures the moment 41-year-old YouTuber Manuel Ruiz turned himself into police just hours after a deadly shooting on the Las Vegas Strip. Ruiz is accused of killing fellow YouTuber Rodney Finley, 44, and Finley's wife Tanisha, 43, outside the Bellagio Hotel and Casino.
Hello? Can you come over here real quick? Let's just face the wall right here. We're just going to detain you real quick, okay? You got any weapons on or anything? All right. We can double cuff it if you want. You got to see that. I'm going to go talk to LT real quick. Can you hang out?
The shocking incident was caught live on Finley's YouTube channel, and the couple died at the scene. Ruiz, who runs the channel Sin City Manny, turned himself in, claiming the shooting was in self-defense. In an interview with detectives, Ruiz said he acted in self-defense after seeing Rodney Finley reach for his waistband, according to an arrest report. Police wrote that no weapons were found near the Finleys.
I'm on YouTube Live, and I just saw somebody get shot.
2 YouTubers shot dead in the Las Vegas Strip Sunday afternoon.
We see that person actually take out a gun and shoot somebody, and then someone's dead. I think someone's dead.
According to this police report, 44-year-old Bonnie Finley and 43-year-old Tanisha Finley were streaming online in front of the Bellagio fountains, and police say 41-year-old Manuel Ruiz pulled out a gun and started shooting. The couple died at the scene. The report says the 2 men had an ongoing feud dating as far back as Halloween 2023.
So we watch these 2 guys live all the time, and they happen to always have issues with each other.
There's been a feud between them for the longest time.
Channel 13 looked into the October 2023 incident to learn more about what happened. We found this police report. It says that on Halloween night, Ruiz was at the Fremont Street Experience between Binions and the Golden Nugget, taking part in the festivities. Ruiz told officers that out of nowhere, Tanisha starts hitting him with a selfie stick and punched him in the face. He also claimed that Rodney pushed him during the altercation. According to the report, Ruiz told investigators the entire incident was filmed and later uploaded online.
It was over views, competing who's going to be the biggest YouTube creator in Las Vegas.
YouTuber Marquise Wiley spoke to senior reporter Alyssa Bethencourt earlier this week. He says he followed the victims online and watched the messy dispute unfold.
What Ruiz did was unethical, it was stupid, they did not deserve to get killed.
Investigators believe the violence may have stemmed from a long-standing feud between the 2 creators, possibly over copyright disputes. At his court appearance, he requested a delay to explore hiring a private attorney. Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson emphasized the gravity of the case, calling it extremely serious, and confirming that the possibility of seeking the ultimate penalty, likely the death penalty, is under review. As the investigation unfolds, authorities are also considering whether Ruiz's wife, who was reportedly present at the scene, could face charges. Sources noted that the widespread presence of video evidence in this case could make prosecution more straightforward. Ruiz is scheduled to return to court on July 3rd and is being held without bail at Clark County Detention Center.
Manuel Diaz Ruiz, 25CR049486. Good morning. She is present for the. Are you confirming? Yes. All right. And defendant is present in custody as well. This is 25CR049486. According to Mr. Fidel's mistake. That's right. You have a copy of the complaint? Yes. Do you have a copy of the reading? Yes. That's right. So now is the time. We just want to set the now or. Actually, Your Honor, I think at this point in time that Mr. Rose would like to ask for a 3-week status check. He has not had any opportunity to speak to family about the possibility of hiring private counsel, and I think he would like to have that possibility. So we would ask for 3-week status check, and also within that time, within that time, and it's going to have a bail motion on the house. As his bail is, there is no bail set. Right now, there is no bail, sir. All right. My understanding is you want to continue this with the possibility of hiring your own counsel, is that correct? Then yes? Yes? Right, you do understand you would have a right to have a preliminary hearing in 15 days to wait and actually get that, correct? Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and July 3rd is a 3-week date, and it will take place? Yes, that's all right. So again, he's going to remain on the bail. We'll do a 3-week date, we'll do July 3rd at 8:30 to see if you hire private counsel. If not, the next one is for counsel. I'll say that right now, and then you can address any other matters at that time. Okay? Thank you. All right. Make sure.
Today, you witnessed the initial arraignment for Mr. Manuel Ruiz. He has been charged with 2 counts of murder with use of a deadly weapon. Today was just the arraignment where he was informed of the charges. His next court date is in about 3 weeks because he's indicated a desire to potentially hire private counsel. I would like to talk about something. I've received a lot of inquiries and a lot of questions about the safety of this community, in particular the Las Vegas Strip. I will tell you that I believe the Las Vegas community, and in particular the Las Vegas Strip, is one of the most safest communities in the country. We have about 40 million visitors a year, not to mention all of the employees.
I don't know, Fun Bear. I saw a clip that we're going to get into later on another day where they might be seeking the death penalty. And the only reason why I'm not playing that clip because they hadn't decided yet. So by the time I revisit it, hopefully they'll be making a decision. But I think he may be facing or could face the death penalty.
The thousands and thousands of employees that work on the Strip every single day. So there's a lot of people, literally thousands and thousands of people that traverse the area of the Las Vegas Strip. And it is a safe place. These are isolated incidents. And when you look at how many people actually visit the Las Vegas Strip, between the tourists, the residents, and the employees, the Strip is a very, very safe place. In fact, crime is down in the area of the Strip. So this incident involving Mr. Ruiz is extremely serious. I believe that justice will be served, but I want to assure this community and this country that Las Vegas is a safe place to visit. Okay, some questions. Just that it's an ongoing investigation. This just happened a few days ago, and I am confident that Metro is going to look at every single aspect of this case. If they submit something over to us for consideration, we'll consider it. Absolutely. You know, in the last 5, 10, 15 years with cameras everywhere, whether they be home surveillance, ring videos, or the commercial establishments that most of them have surveillance video, prosecutions are a lot easier nowadays because oftentimes we have so much video evidence. Well, this is a case involving the death of 2 innocent people. And whenever we have a situation where 2 people are killed, needlessly, senselessly, it's always an option, and that will be something we'll look at in the coming weeks.
That answer he just gave was somebody asking about the death penalty. He said they're going to decide that in the upcoming weeks.
I think it's probably garbage. There's no indication from any of the evidence at all that self-defense would be a viable defense. No weapons were found near the victims, on the victims, nobody at all. In all of the many interviews that have been done on this case by eyewitnesses talked about either of these folks having weapons or even appearing to reach for a weapon. Well, of course. I mean, we always look at motivation. The motivation is pretty clear. It's been reported pretty extensively that these individuals knew each other and had an ongoing feud. Obviously, we're going to look at every aspect. Absolutely. Of course it does. I mean, we look at the behavior of everybody going back, days, weeks, months, even years sometimes, because we want to find out, what caused Mr. Ruiz to do this? What were the circumstances surrounding it? So we're going to look at every single piece of information. Yeah, I've heard that this defendant was cited for misdemeanor battery a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. I'm not sure of the status. I believe that misdemeanor battery charge involved our male victim. So all of these things are going to be looked at. I think the answer is yes. I mean, we didn't have social media a couple of decades ago, and now social media is such a prominent, prevalent part of our society. A lot of times, social media provides us with evidence to use in cases. So yes, it's a new world in the sense that social media oftentimes plays a real significant role in cases. I have not personally known. I'm not sure. We're looking into that. I was told that he might have had a CCW permit, but I was also told that maybe he did, so I'm not sure. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that was the end of that. That was a little brief news conference that they put on, giving updates on the case. So this guy will be going back to court on July 3rd. Right now he's, pretty much locked up with no bail, no bond or whatever. He goes back to court July 3rd. We will keep y'all updated with that July 3rd. I'll come back and talk about that July 3rd court date, whether or not he's granted bail or anything of that nature. All right, so let's get into the live reaction. Now, I need a mod to definitely put this channel name or link in the chat. Y'all know who it is. Well, maybe you don't. My dude, Ringo TV. We're gonna get back to his live reaction because he, what I'm saying, like I say, I don't agree with everything he says, but he makes great points. So I always enjoy listening to his commentary on certain things. Like I said, I started following him back when the Carmelo Anthony thing was had popped off, and I've been trying, I've been sort of kind of listening to him ever since, and I was pretty excited to see that he had done a reaction on this case or whatever. So we're gonna get into, and dang it, I think it did not save my timestamp, but I'm gonna start where I think we may have ended. If we don't start at the exact spot, that's okay. That's all right. We're gonna listen and react. So for my mods, the name of the channel is Ringo. Listen, these are all capital letters. Ringo TV is one word. Shout out to Fun Beer. Thank you, Fun Beer. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all continue to hit that like button. I do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. You can also hit the Cash App and support the channel. All right, let's listen and talk about it. Let's listen and talk about it. Let's see. Hold on. All right. And I think I like I said, I don't remember my exact timestamp. So if we rehear something that we've already heard, it's okay. It's okay. Let me get to it. I'm trying to figure out where it went. Okay, there it is. All right, here we go, y'all.
Stop live streaming in the streets. Even if you feel you don't got no op, you live streaming in the public set you up so that people can rush down to that location and try you. I'm telling you.
And the crazy part about this,
see, that's one thing about social media. Let me tell you something. To me, honestly, as content creators or whatever on social media, it's already a risk. Okay, we're not gonna play with this. It's already a risk, right? To live stream and to let your viewers know your exact locations. Because one thing I've learned about being in social media, doing content on social media, you never know who lives, presides in the same city, same county, same state as you. So even as a content creator that's not involved in a beef, you're taking a chance. Everybody likes to live stream. Everybody likes to live stream. Everybody likes to vlog. There's nothing wrong with it. I do suggest, though, with any content creator that live streams, even if you want to live stream, don't necessarily make it so easy for a person that's watching to know exactly where you are. Now, that's just in just normal circumstances. But when you have an ongoing beef with someone, listen, when you have an ongoing beef with someone and you know that someone lives, because let's be clear, this couple lived in Arizona. They lived in Arizona, but they made frequent trips to Las Vegas where this other guy lived. The Sin City Man guy, he lived in Las Vegas. They were visiting, which they did a lot, right? And went live. But my thing is, when you know, and then too, like, the evidence is out there of this guy riding around, going to different different casinos, looking for this couple. So I don't even understand why they didn't see anything wrong with going live, setting up live in front of that famous hotel, knowing that this guy was riding around looking at him. Listen, everything's not worth a click in a view. I'm sorry. It's just is what it is. Because this guy pretty much made it known what his intentions were. I don't know if they took him seriously or didn't take him seriously. Apparently they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because even knowing that he was riding around looking for him, they still set up live and they still went live and they was, live. But that's a very, very dangerous thing to do, especially when you have an ongoing beef with someone and you're in their neck of the woods. I'm just saying.
Is that all this went down while on live stream on YouTube, having this being done in front of an audience after being screen recorded and put out via social media, causing that YouTube channel to be taken down in the process. Today we disclose.
Yeah, whoever did that is just dumb. You just lost your whole channel for nothing. Dumb stuff. Just trying to get a click in a view and lost the whole channel.
the perpetrator is and the victims. We pay our respects and we see what possibly led up to this. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no name. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. In fact, after I did the intro, I just got an alert from someone on my team and said that the wife had unfortunately lost her.
What I also want you to do, thank y'all for dropping Ring TV reactions link in the chat. Also drop The Family. The channel is called The Family. Now, I also watch The Family too as well. And apparently Ring TV is reacting to The Family's video on this situation. So also drop The Family's link for me if y'all want to go over there and check it out. A lot of y'all do like some of the channels that I support, so y'all go over there and check out Ring TV reactions and The Family. It's called The Family. They do crime and justice content as well. I watch them all the time. Me too, Melissa. I love it. I love him. I love his voice. I love the way he come across. I love that channel. So one of my moms also dropped the link to The Family in the chat for me. So Ring TV is reacting to The Family's video.
Life as well. But let's slow it down for a second as we pay our respects for her and her husband. Fam, people put competition in everything, and depending on how you take it, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Nonetheless, that's also the mindset in the YouTube world, which is crazy to think about it in itself. The fact that some people feel like in order to be successful, you have to tear down the next person that's doing the same thing as you.
And that's what YouTubers do all the time. That's why it's nothing new. YouTubers have been in competition in this particular niche for a long time. And based on the facts, Finny the Legend and Manny was in literally the same niche. So what happened is there was competitive jealousy. There was competitive jealousy.
Good to see you,
there was beef. There was drama that was brewing behind the scenes. And then all of that drama got on social media where they started to air each other out, expose one another in videos, and the audience was loving the drama. And then when issues got worse, then it got personal. And it went beyond commentary. It went beyond criticism. And you viewers got to know the difference between when a YouTuber is going the extra mile. When you see a YouTuber slandering another YouTuber with a lie, and you know it's a lie. You know it's a lie. You know what that person's saying is a lie. And you sit back and you don't say nothing. And you just kind of just edge it on, instigate. Like I have people, right, that send me videos helping out with the content. Like they'll send me stories. I had one guy, he sent me a story of an enemy that made a video about me. I just put him on the block list. You know what I mean? So if you're listening, you're on the block list on my Instagram. You could never inbox me again. Because why? You're sending me drama. Why would you waste your time sending me drama of somebody spreading a lie about me? Why don't you go to that platform and say something about the lie? But no, you send me it because you want to see me make a video about the drama. Why? Because you love drama. You're not helping me. You're actually an op in disguise, posing like a friend. And that type of stuff is evil. I don't like people like that, fam.
We talk about two content creators that's been having beef for the last year. Both platforms had less than 8,000 subs.
Less than 8,000 subs and beefing like they all millionaires. Beefing under 8,000 subs. Imagine that mess. Under 8,000 subs and you beefing with a next man as if though y'all making big money and people getting in the way of your success.
Come on.
This doesn't make any sense. This is what you call a senseless death where men are ruled by their emotions. Imagine you going to run out there on the Las Vegas Strip and just do whatever you got to do with your gun and it's live on camera for the world to see. And now you're going to jail for life. What kind of content you going to do now?
Right. And this beef has started. Ultimately, we got two lives stolen at the conclusion. You see, when it comes to YouTube, it's a thin line between the fair acts and copyrights. And until you weather that storm during that journey in YouTube, like anything else in life, you won't truly know how to handle your page getting a copyright infringement.
Well, first of all, when it comes to copyright infringement, right, all of these YouTubers are full of shit because we all use videos under fair use. The issue is people don't respect other people's rights to speak. For example, I'm using somebody else's video clips under fair use. I'm adding my commentary, which transforms the entire video, and it is what it is. It's all fair use. But what a lot of YouTubers do, because they're greedy motherfuckers who want to eat and they don't want nobody else to shine. And because your commentary is better than theirs, they file a bogus DMCA claim claiming copyright when these animals don't even have no damn copyright registered with the Library of Congress. And they do that to shut you down, to silence you, not because you violated a copyright, but because they don't want you to eat. Period. So they file a bogus copyright claim going to YouTube talking about, oh, he violated my copyright. Nobody violated a damn thing. All of this stuff is protected under fair use. That's why I'm sharing my commentary. You understand? That's why when I start my videos up and you see me go live, you see this warning right here. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the fucking copyright holder. Do you understand? This is called fair use and is allowed for the purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of any copyright under 17 USC 107, damn it. That's the law. But what happens is a lot of these so-called content creators, instead, when they don't like your commentary, when your commentary is making them look bad, when you're exposing them, when you're shining the light on their evil, what they do is they go to YouTube crying like a damn coward and filing bogus claims, filing all sorts of charges against you. Why? Because they want you off. Why? Because they want to make money. They want to make money and they want you out of the way. And that's exactly what they were doing towards each other. They were filing bogus copyright claims. And based on what I'm seeing is the Manny guy was filing a lot of copyright claims against Finney the Legend because he didn't like the fact that he was exposing him. That's what was going down.
9 times out of 10 can lead to your channel getting a strike. Or some people might panic. I mean, those who don't know, if you have 3 strikes in 90 days on YouTube, you out.
The internet is worth going to jail for, Karen. The thing is, you don't understand what's going on. Karen, let me ask you a question.
I don't know about that, Ringo. I don't know about that. I don't know if the internet is worth going to jail for. I don't know. See, I told y'all, this is my dude. I love listening to him. I love the theatrics. I love all of that, but I just don't agree with everything he says. Now, I don't feel like the internet, unless the internet seeps into my real life. And apparently this was the case as such, you know, with these 2 guys. Do I feel as though there's any reason, rhyme or reason for this guy to have done did what he did? No, absolutely not. I get it. You know, they were striking, they were doxing, they were doing all these things that have been done to me. Come on now, y'all. Let's just talk about it. All these things have been done to me. And I actually, you know, confided into you all that at some point when I was going through real life situations, the shit got so bad to where I even considered, you know what I'm saying, like doing some crazy shit. But then when you feel yourself gearing towards that, you need to step back. You just need to step back. You need to consider what's important, what's not important. And if these things are done to you and they're being done to you, you know, illegal strikes and the doxing, you need to think about it and think about the real life grown up thing to do, which is handle that shit in real life, not taking somebody out. There's ways to handle it, is what I'm saying. There's ways to handle it. I haven't gotten, and I've been through a lot on this damn internet, but I have yet gotten to the point to where I feel like I'm gonna make that move to make this social media thing be worth life or death. I hadn't gotten there yet. Not saying that I hadn't, oh my God, the thoughts that go run through your mind when you're going through certain shit, but I ain't felt it, I ain't deemed it important or even necessary. That's just me. But let's listen.
Job, yes or no? Do you have a job? Yes or no? Let's have this conversation because I'm tired of people playing this little game like they don't understand what's going on. So again, the question, Karen, do you have a job? Because you said, wow, is the internet really worth going to jail for? It's so sad. Do you have a job? Karen, do you have a job? Where is Karen? She just disappeared. This is what I mean. People come into these comments, man, and they talk shit and they don't understand what's going on. They really don't understand what's going on. Now, let's answer for her because she's scary right now. She's scared. So what's happening here is you have a situation where you have people coming into the comments saying stuff like, wow, is the internet really worth going to jail for? Yes. In most situations, yes. You know why? Because if you have a job and somebody on your job got you fired, you got a mortgage to pay, you got a car to pay for, you got kids to provide for, and they just shut down your livelihood. And now you're broke, busted, and disgusted, and you just lost your job. You may end up crashing out. You may end up coming up to that job with a burner and take everybody.
But in that instance, you know what I'm saying? Like in that instance, you got to think about it. Okay, so the person did something as far as like took your channel down, which is your job, and I'm glad he's stressing. I'm glad he's stressing the fact that you know, for some content creators, YouTube is a job, because a lot of people don't see it that way unless you're making millions, and then on a certain status as far as this whole YouTube, they look at you crazy when you say YouTube is your job. Fact of the matter is, you making any type of money, any type of income from YouTube, you can consider it your job. And a lot of people do stop working 9 to 5s in order to do YouTube full time, and YouTube is their job, right? So, but let's think about it. So, someone does something, you know, in real life to affect your job, which is take your YouTube channel. That in itself, okay, I get. There are ways to handle that too as well. But what I'm saying is, so somebody takes somebody affects your job, get you fired from your job, which is YouTube, and you decide to do what this guy did. Now, how's that making anything any better? Common sense when you're dealing with a situation in real life, no matter if it's losing a job, losing a loved one, or whatever, common sense is to do what you got to do to get through it and to get over it and to keep pushing. So if somebody takes your channel and you decide because somebody's take your channel to do what this guy did, then where does that leave you? Like, what is it all for? Because you decided that this guy affected your livelihood, affected your job, that you then in turn did what you did. How is that going to get you back good as far as a job or income or anything else? See, you just made the situation worse. You just added on to what you're already dealing with. Your job was snatched. Now you're locked up, needing money to hire an attorney to get out on bond, if you get a bond or bail. I mean, you got to think about it. You got to think about, are you making the situation worse or are you making it better? There's no way you can make sense of this guy because he felt like these people affected his livelihood. There's no way you can make sense of him doing what he did to make the situation even better at that point. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, how many times have we seen this happen? How many times have we seen people come up to a job with a burner and take everybody out? You know why? Because you took everything away from them.
They do it. Absolutely. They make it right, though.
Do you understand? When people realize they don't got nothing else to live for, they'll take you out in the process and not even give a damn. So when you talk about this internet, is it really worth? Yes, it is. Because when you effing around with somebody's livelihood and you took everything away from them and they don't got nothing, they gonna come look for your ass. Best believe it. You ain't gonna take away mine and I'm not gonna come look for you. I'm coming and look for you. Best believe I'm coming to look for you. It's one thing to have criticism. It's one thing to make a video and talk some ish. But when you start trying to shut down somebody's livelihood, you trying to mess up somebody's bread, and now all of a sudden they out of pocket, they don't got no bread, they can't pay their bills because you done took away their job. They coming for you because now they don't got nothing to live for. So they gonna crash out. So before you judge, I think you should walk in their shoes. Because I guarantee you, if somebody pulled up and took Karen's job away, especially if you got a good paying career, and you lost it all, and now you don't got nothing, you going to crash out. Now, in this situation, this could have been avoided. Why? Because these are both YouTubers. So the point is, why they flagging each other's videos? That right there is crossing the line. Again, if you got comments to say, put it in the comments. If you got a video to make about something, make a video about it. But when you start reporting people videos, trying to shut people channels down, trying to fuck with people's families and livelihoods, that's when you cross.
See, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how social media is just weird. Let's just talk about how the people on social media is just weird. And a lot of people don't set aside their own like personal or whatever feelings they have towards people to be fair. Cause see, one thing about truth, I can be fair. I can be fair. I can call bullshit on either end of the spectrum. But listen, so you got this guy. Cause see, the reason why I'm tying this in is because I had a live schedule, y'all, where I was gonna talk about how, you know, my haters are comparing me to this whole situation, which I got it on private. It's still scheduled. I'm gonna do it at some point, but I decided to wait. But this is the thing. So you got this guy, right, who decided, since you got Manny, right, who decided to unalive Finney and his wife because they were affecting his real life. They took his channel. They've been doxing him, okay? Whole lot of things happened leading up to what he did, right? So you got YouTubers out there, content creators out there, who got an issue with me that feel like this guy, and they try to put it in a way to whereas it won't come out so crass, but you can't can't do that. You can't hide the fact that you pretty much coming out here saying because Finney and his wife was striking this guy, doxing this guy, and doing trolling this guy, that he was justified in deciding. Hey, Tony, not Braston. Welcome to the chat. You got these content creators out here that got personal, you know, issues when it comes to truth, because they equate truth to everything. Everything they talk about truth always got to be added to the commentary, right? So you got these content creators out here that's saying, oh, this guy Manning was pretty much justified in what he did because Finney fucked around and found out. It's the whole fucked around and found out for me for grown adults, right? So they basically low-key justifying what Manny decided to do to this guy because he was doing things to affect this guy's real life. Okay, I get it. I can see both ends of the coin. I can see both sides of the coin. Hey, Sonya, I can see, this guy Manny getting fed up with the things that Finney and his wife was doing to affect his real life. I've been there, done that. I dealt with people that have come out here on this app and put out things about my real life. You can't get no realer than a YouTuber coming out here putting the death of a family member of mine out here on YouTube when I haven't done it myself. You can't get no realer than a YouTuber exposing my personal business of me applying for Social Security, putting the whole case out here on this app. You can't get no realer than that. And that's just two things that I've dealt with. You can't get no realer than that, right? So you got these same people that felt like that was okay to do that to me. You got them same people saying this guy right here, Manny, was justified in unaliving Finney and his wife because they went into his personal life, put his personal shit out here. But let's just flip it. Let's just flip it. You got this content creator, Adrian Slaves, who's out here striking channels trying to take their livelihood. Now, let's be clear. They looking the ass crack of Adrian because they doing it because they want Adrian to strike Truth Hurts. But Adrian is out here striking content creators, potentially fucking with their livelihood as far as their YouTube channels, but they think that's okay. That's cool. It was not okay for the guy Finney to strike Manny, but it's okay for Adrian to be out here striking channels, right? That's cool. Get her is what they say. Get her. Well, she ain't got me yet, but she got two other people. But that's cool. She should have done that. She was justified. But in turn, if one of those content creators feel as though, look, bitch, You struck my channel. You affected my money. So now I'm going to find you and I'm going to do something to you. Would those same YouTubers feel the same way when it comes to that situation? The same YouTubers that's saying it's okay for Manny to do what he did, would they feel like it would be okay for one of those content creators that Adrian struck to pull up and allow Adrian to fuck around and find out? See, this is how twisted this shit is. And this is why I respect this Ringo TV's channel, because he keeps it real. And he speak about you know what I'm saying? He don't sugarcoat the shit. Cause these people out here on in this social media world are weird. Weird as a fuck. They'll sit and they'll judge one situation one way because they may like the person. Then on the other hand, the person that they don't like, they want to judge it a different way. See, you got twisted motherfuckers out here. Hey, heathen. Hey, D True. I better not be done. No pay. I've been banging. Oh, I didn't know, D True. I didn't see you. I'm not even looking at the stream y'all side. I'm looking at this video I'm watching. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Well, we live by a double standard.
Absolutely. That's what I'm talking about.
We've always been judged by the double standard.
Yes.
What did Trey used to say? They could do it, but we can't.
No, the problem is whatever they do, we can do it better. And that's the issue.
Well, true.
Period.
You know, if we dox somebody, we're the bad people. If they dox somebody, it's because somebody doxed them. I mean,
they're justified. They're justified.
I mean, we.
I haven't doxed. Let me be clear. I haven't doxed anybody in a long time. Will I ever do it again? I'm gonna try not to. I might, because I'm human. But I ain't doxed nobody in a long motherfucking time. I done tried to get away from that shit. But you still got motherfuckers that be trying to pull you in, to their life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not ashamed. I'll dox the shit out your ass.
Oh yeah, we know.
I will show your dead Grammy. I don't give a fuck. I'll give you the grave marker, the how to get to the grave, everything. You know. I don't do it as often as I get blamed. I mean,
absolutely not.
I wish.
Y'all make sure, let me say this. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We got 41 in the building. Thank y'all so far for the likes. I do honestly appreciate it. Y'all can always support the channel. Hit the super chat, hit the super sticker, and also hit the cash up. It's pinned. Y'all support your girl. Go ahead, D True.
I'm just saying, I mean, to them, I'm the motherfucking boogeyman.
Right.
Everybody.
Well, you are the evil clown, but you know, they see you as the boogeyman.
But I'm the boogeyman. I done doxed people I ain't never spoke to. I'm like, damn, they blame me for doxing in the beef sector. I ain't been over the beef sector in years, but I'm getting blamed for doxing people over there. I'm like,
right
now.
Right.
Let's get real here. And as far as them trying to justify what he did, look, there's legal ways to handle things, and then there's this way. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And as you see, you're gonna pay the price. You about to be somebody's woman for the next 20 to 30 and maybe life.
Absolutely.
Okay? While somebody else
even the death penalty, D True.
I don't think they're gonna go that far, but they can. They
have
the possibility.
Let me say this though. For some reason, when I listen to that guy at that news conference, it seems as though to me they want to probably make an example out of this guy for the mere fact that where he did this, where this happened at, is a tourist attraction. People like to come there on that strip and feel safe that ain't nobody gonna just pull out a gun and go to damn shooting.
Well, and then the fact that you did it in a populated area where a bunch of people were gives no regard for human life.
Absolutely.
Anyone could have been hit by any of those bullets.
Right.
Anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You basically shot into a crowd, and for the grace of God, nobody got hit but the people you were aiming at.
Right.
But that could have changed in a second, because what a lot of people don't understand is bullets don't always stay in the people you hit.
Absolutely.
They
Hey,
pass
Kid
through.
Twin.
That's how most children get hit, is by the bullet passes through.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. That's how a lot of innocent bystanders get hit, though.
Exactly. Ricochets, the passes. Ricochets are the number one reason that bystanders get hit.
Right.
Bullets can't go through they deflect, they move, they go through things. It's just what it is. So, I mean, you're going to feel bad afterwards that, especially like a police officer, he feels bad if a bullet should ricochet or go through something and hit someone innocent while he was doing his job. You can't, it's like you don't know what's going to happen. That's why most police officers don't shoot if the suspect is in front of a bunch of people.
Absolutely.
This isn't the movies, okay? In the movies, you pull it out, look at perfect shot. No, this ain't the movies. You don't know what's gonna happen. And for every foot in front of you, the wind
videos and
changes,
you don't say nothing.
direction.
You don't go to those videos and say, why are you lying? Why are you spreading misinformation? Why are you doing that for? If you're not saying that, don't come telling me nothing. Because at the end of the day, I already know what it is. People want to see people go back and forth.
The damn screen on this computer is very sensitive. Go ahead, D-Truth. I'm sorry.
So depending on where your target is, it's the amount of feet. The farther out, the more wind has an effect on the trajectory. A lot of people don't understand that. Yeah, if you're within 20, 30 feet, maybe even 50 feet, the wind may not be a factor. But when you push it out a little further, the wind is a big factor. You don't know where that bullet's going to land.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I think all in all, I'm just thinking this, maybe not, I don't know, but I think that with what he did, how he did it, and where it happened, they're going to sort of kind of make an example out of him. I just feel that way. Could be not, but hey.
And they can because he hunted those people down.
He basically hunted this guy down.
And that is
people are actually saying, well, maybe they shouldn't have gone live. They knew he was looking. I feel the same way. Like if I know some shit gonna pop out and I go live to pinpoint my location, I think that's ridiculous. I think that's asinine. But they did what they did. They went live. They were not hunting him down. He was hunting them down. They were out in public. They went live. They was doing their thing. They weren't fucking with him. He came to where they were.
Yeah, but he was looking all day. It wasn't like they said and gave an address. Here I am. I'm right here. Come and get me. They didn't do that. They were traveling around, whatever. And he hunted them down. He went in the car when it was light out. When he found them, it was dark. So he had been out searching and hunting for them for over an hour, maybe even longer than that.
Absolutely. That's premeditated, but yeah, you want to holler self-defense. Come on, bro, because the fact of the matter is, self-defense to me is dumb because you hunted them down, you tracked them down, you went to where they were. So if you felt like, why wouldn't you feel like your life would be in danger if you showed up to where they were? Why wouldn't it? And the fact that they didn't have any weapons, okay, let's talk about it. But you want to holler self-defense, but you showed up to where they were. On live. Approach them. You approach them. So the fact of the matter is, even if they had a weapon and decided to shoot him, they could have screamed self-defense because you hunted them down and you showed up to where they were and approached them. After making threats, they would have had the self-defense claim. That's just my opinion. All right, let's continue listening. D-Truth, as we listen to this, you can stop me at any point in time. Just let me know.
Make a video about it. But when you start reporting people videos, trying to shut people channels down, trying to fuck with people's families and livelihoods, that's when you cross the fucking line. That's when you're saying, you know what? I want to go in a box. That's when you're saying, I want somebody to really pull up and crash out. That's what you're saying. And that's what happened. And that's why Finney the Legend is dead and his wife is dead. Because why? They kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Nobody offered the solution. The viewers never offered no solution. The viewers wanted to see somebody crash out. Don't you dare lie. As a viewer, you wanted to see somebody crash out in that situation. You wanted to see it. Because y'all would have never thought that it would happen. I've been seeing these kind of stories on social media for a long time where content creators crashed out, risk it all, and they either end up dead or they end up killing somebody. How many more stories like this will you see? And I know about beef. When you see the nonsense that went down with me and that other idiot on YouTube, going back and forth, all of this drama, and that man been spreading nothing but lies about me, making videos about me over and over and over and over, and still making videos about me till this day. And I'm not even making videos about that dude. It's because he wants attention. He wants someone to crash out. And all of you people that are watching this nonsense, you're not saying nothing. But when something go down, that's when you're going to be online like, yo, I don't understand these content creators. I don't know why they're doing that, because you've been instigating the whole time. You the one that send the videos. I don't know what these people are doing. Y'all be sending me videos all the time. Yo, Ringo, you know, so-and-so talking about you. You know, why don't you go over there and shut the fuck up? Why don't you go over there and tell them what they're doing is wrong? Why are you telling me for? Because why? You want me to make a video. You want me to crash out. That's what you want. You want that person to crash out. So you go over there and you tell them stuff. Just imagine how many people run back and forth in people's DMs, telling them lies in order to put batteries in their backs. This is why, as a content creator, you're never supposed to listen to people, because people are always edging you on to crash out. That's the reason why these YouTubers make these videos and they beef back and forth, because it's content. It's content, and they know the viewers want to see the drama. That's why you have the Truth saga going on and on and on. That family is toxic, bro. At the end of the day, they love the drama, because I tried to be as positive as possible. I try to offer nothing but correction. I try to be humble. I try to be unbiased, and they still want to continually make videos over and over and over and over. Why? Because they love drama. They love it. You know what I mean? So no matter what you say, they want drama. So when somebody end up dead, when somebody kills somebody and crash out, don't come telling me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. I don't care. And to all you damn YouTubers who keep saying, oh, Ringo and so is friend. I'm not friend with none of them people. I'm not friends with nobody. So stop going around telling people that I'm friends with the Truth, or I'm friends with Kev, or I'm not friends with none of them. So stop spreading these damn lies. People don't even damn know me, and they be on videos talking about, whoa, yeah, Ringo is friends with us. You don't know me. I don't know nobody here. Nobody can say I'm their friend. I'm not your friend. All I know about cats is that they on YouTube. That's it. No damn friends of mine. I had people in whom I thought was brothers in the truth and invited them to my house. They were around my family, and they end up turning out to be a damn devil. I don't want no friends. I don't need them. You understand? Serious, man. You gotta watch out with these damn demons, because what they do, they love to instigate, guys. They love to instigate. They watch your videos all day in the clouds, waiting for you to crash out, waiting for somebody else to crash out, waiting for something to go down so they can see who go to jail, who got shot, who got locked up, so they can have content. Matter of fact, other YouTubers are waiting for you to crash out so they can have content.
Absolutely.
You understand? Because that's how it goes on social media. People wait for you to crash out in order for them to throw you under the bus. Let's get back at the content. Let's go.
You know your laws. and know how to handle these situations in a legal response. Like I managed to learn, thank God, over the years, and have managed to.
That's why it's grown adults. That's why I don't get it as grown adults how people can sit and think that a content creator that's that is able to be influenced by subscribers, supporters, other content creators. That's weird to me. That's whack. You look, listen, y'all already know how I feel about accountability as being grown adults. There's no fucking way in this world that you're gonna do something that's gonna affect your real life in this type of manner and say that, it was because of this person or that person sending me this or saying this or showing me this or I watched this or I watched that. So, that's what made me do what I did. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Because I've been in a position of, some things being put out here on me, lies and all type of shit. And there's no way if I decided to do anything to, like this, I ain't finna put it on nobody else. It was me. It was me as a grown woman decided to do that shit. You don't let nobody control your emotions. You don't let nobody control your thoughts. You don't let nobody control your actions. That's weak shit to do some shit like this and then in turn around and say, oh, they made me do it. I didn't want to do it. I knew it wasn't right, but they made me do it. What kind of bullshit is that?
So now reporting someone and getting their channel removed is a capital offense?
I guess. According to some of these whack ass motherfuckers out here, that's what it is.
Excuse me, but
you don't go the legal route. You don't go the adult route. You don't go the legal route. You go and you unalive two people.
Well, YouTube must have thought the report was correct because you could have fought it.
Exactly.
And I guess he didn't, because if he had fought it and YouTube said, you're right, it would have been 2 weeks and he would have got his videos back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Or even his channel back.
Yep. We know this. Been through it. Been there, done that. All right, let's listen.
Make backup channels in the process. In fact, I just gave you 3.5 years on YouTube knowledge for free. Now imagine if you don't know how to handle this as a content creator.
Fam, if anybody file a false copyright claim, all you do is file a counter notification under
Ringo.
fair use and make it very clear what it is, and your video will be restored again. Because content creators, the only reason why they file these bogus complaints is because they want to silence your voice. It has nothing to do with violating no copyright. None of these content creators register their videos with the Library of Congress. It's all a lie. You know what I mean? Nobody have no copyright that they have. No docket number, nothing. They just make videos to earn $1. You know what I mean? So when these people file these bogus complaints, it's to shut you down. And that's what these guys were doing back and forth. And it led to this death.
And knowing YouTube can be life-changing and very lucrative. When a person get a strike and an attempt to take their channel down, some can feel like you're taking food off their plate.
And that's exactly what it is. Content creators believe you're taking food off their plate. In other words, when you go live and you're doing content and you're doing pretty well, they get jealous of you and they start making videos about you and they start slandering you, lying on you. Now, why they're doing this? Because they want people to stop watching you. They want people to stop watching your videos because they realize you're doing good, you're earning money. It seems like you're successful at what's going on. So what they do is they start to slander you. They start to make up lies. Literally, guys, I got people doing this about me right now, spreading lies about me that are untrue. I don't even waste my time making videos about it because it's stupid. It's dumb.
I sped it up a little bit, y'all. If it's too fast, let me know. But I did speed it up a little bit.
Entertaining that garbage. Let them continue to do whatever they got to do. You people that rock with the platform supposed to know better. And those of you that watch these poisonous videos and you don't say nothing, you don't go to those videos and say, why are you lying? Why are you spreading misinformation? Why are you doing that for? If you're not saying nothing, don't come telling me nothing. Because at the end of the day, I already know what it is. People want to see people go back and forth because they love drama until your favorite content creator end up in prison for life. Let's get back at the content. Let's go.
All their kids, please. Messing with their livelihood. And now they want quote unquote beef with you. And that's what happened last year when a YouTuber who go by the name of Manny Wise, also known as Sin City Manny Wise, so Manny D.
Why so serious? Guys, I am live right now on TikTok.
And think about it. He's the Joker and you're wondering why he killed the other dude. Because he embodied a demon.
Yeah.
Manny embodied a demon. I told you guys 1,000 times, a lot of these content creators embody devils, real life demons. You understand?
Yup. And that's the thing about me. Like, once I realized that, two things. Once I realized that you pretty much a demon or you crazy, mental, I ain't got nothing for you. I'm not finna sit and argue with crazy and mental and demonic, because then that I have to embody that, all of that shit in order to go back and forth with you. I learned that shit the hard way. When you have a person that's out here spreading lies on you with no effort, just lie because they mouth open, just spin everything, just lie. What's the purpose of going back and forth? What is the purpose of going back and forth?
This is a serious issue, a very, very serious issue. And people don't understand how this thing works. You know what I mean? They don't understand. And it's not, let me explain something. Let me see this comment here. Valerie says, the problem is that content creators need more than YouTube as money. The issue is not even about YouTube as money.
That's the thing. How you as a grown adult gonna tell somebody else what they need in order to make money? That's the thing. I don't understand these grown people that say they can tell people what to do. If you do YouTube, you do social media, and you make money to sustain or to do whatever you need to do in life, what the hell? What are you talking about? But see, they say this about the ones who ain't making the millions. You get the ones over there making the millions or the thousands, or so they think they're making the millions and the thousands. It's okay for them to only do YouTube and make money off social media and this and the third. But it's the ones that they think are not making any money, which you don't know who's making money or not.
Money and all this other stuff that you're talking about. The issue here is jealousy, because you got content creators that make millions of dollars and they're jealous of content creators that are broke because you're better at what you do. This has nothing to do with money. So you're wrong. This has to do with competitive jealousy. Competitive jealousy. For example, you could be a woman who is fairly attractive, and yet you can have other women that are jealous of you because of your looks. They're not jealous of you because of your job, your money, or your car. They're jealous of you because you look better than them. Do you understand? This issue is not about money. It's about jealousy. There are YouTubers that make $50,000 a month. $50,000 a month. And yet that content creator is jealous of a content creator that got 1,000 subscribers that make no money. Because that content creator make videos about them. And the videos that they make about them makes them look bad. And because of that, they're angry. So they hate that content creator because they see that content creator as someone that's going to mess up their bag, mess up their momentum. So now that content creator becomes the op. And now they fight back and forth. So this is not about money. This is about respect. This is about people being disrespected. This is about jealousy, envy, people feeling who's better. Sometimes people believe they need to get you out of the way in order for them to be successful. Competitive jealousy is one of the worst things that I've seen on social media. That's what this is about. Competitive jealousy has nothing to do with money. You could live in a beautiful house. Another person could live in a beautiful house, and you could still be competing. It's all about jealousy. It has nothing to do with money. Don't get mixed up focusing on money. Money has nothing to do with this. This is about competitive jealousy. And it's one of them underlying things that people ignore. You know what I mean? It's like two rivalries in the NBA. Y'all all millionaires. Y'all all making money in the NBA. But yet you're jealous of another basketball player. Why? Because he's more popular. He get more shots. He get more time on the court than you. And you're jealous of him.
Come check it out. Awesome matches. Check this out. Let's go come join me right now. Sin City, Randy Wise.
And you saw him throwing up the Baphomet, right? You saw him throwing it up. Look at it. Look at it, guys.
Have live right now on TikTok. Come check it out. Awesome matches. Check this out. Let's go come join me right now. Sin City, Randy Wise.
Now, that's the same image that I got at the bottom of the screen. If you look at the right side, you see the image with Manny there with the glasses on next to me in that image. You see him throwing up the Baphomet? These guys are satanic, man. They worship the devil. They worship the devil, man. And think about all the different acting that he do, all the different skits that he do. They're all toxic.
You're gonna be live on TikTok. Make sure you come and join me.
He gave not one, but 2 strikes that managed to go through, ironically, to a popular YouTuber who go by the name of Finney the Legend. And in return, Finney had went to his platform with a little more than 2,000 subs today to air out Manny Wise and even make a backup platform using Sin City, which was Manny Wise's moniker.
Now think about that. He took the other guy's name and basically was mocking him with that. Now keep in mind, in the process of doing this, no money is being made. This is why I don't understand about YouTube beef. When you're beefing on YouTube, you're not making no money. Wow. You're not making no money. That's why it's a waste of time. A lot of content creators from like the 2015s, 2017s, when a lot of content creators was beefing, a lot of YouTubers grew from beefing and said, look, I got to get to the bag. I don't got no time for all this drama. And they left the drama behind and they decided I'm not beefing with nobody. Absolutely. But from time to time, you'll get that one content creator that will become your op. And they feel that they just got to keep talking about you. You become you remain on their mind rent free.
Absolutely.
And they do this every day, guys. And they constantly keep talking about you over and over and over and over. And it becomes sick. So Finny the Legend would make up backup channels because his platforms was getting flagged down. He wasn't making no money. And he just felt he had to prove something. And why was he doing this? For the viewers. Mm-hmm. So the viewers were entertained by this type of stuff, while Manny was focused on getting some money. Manny was trying to get his paper up, and he was looking at Finny trying to take away his bread. So it got real.
What up, YouTube? Happy Tuesday. My fault. My day's all jacked up. But quick video. Woke up this morning. Shout out Sin City family.
And you know what's so crazy, guys? I'd never heard of this dude, but the algorithm sent me a video of him talking about that other guy a while back. And I didn't know who this dude was. I had no clue who this dude was. But I remember one time I got a video and it was sent by the algorithm. You know how YouTube suggests videos? And I kind of looked at a little bit of it. And it's like the YouTube algorithm sent me a video where he was beefing with the other dude. And at that time, I never knew who this dude was. You know what I mean? And now look now. Now he dead now. That's crazy, right?
Our last 2 videos taken down. It don't matter. We're going to keep doing it.
See, he said that he had his videos taken down, but they're going to keep doing it. So even though he had his videos taken down, he decided to continue to beef him. Why? Because he had nothing to lose. He wasn't making no money. He probably was trolling Manny. He probably was just going at him. See, in this situation, both parties is wrong in this situation because somebody got to learn how to fall back. If you're beefing, somebody got to fall back and say, you know what? I'm too grown to be doing this nonsense. I'm not going to be wasting my time trying to fabricate information in order to try to make somebody look bad. I'm not doing that nonsense. I'm going to move on with my life. But he kept on making new channels to go back at the guy.
But I do need y'all help this time. Just one time for your boy. I never ask y'all for nothing. I never do. I never ask y'all to subscribe nothing. But this time I'm going to ask y'all. Can y'all subscribe to the new channel?
Do you see that? Could you subscribe to the new channel? For what? You ain't making no money. This is the problem with social media. He wanted everybody to subscribe to the new channel for what? So that he could continue to air out the other guy. That's what he wanted to do. And like I said, there was videos that was being made where they were saying that Manny is a pedophile. Not that he did anything to a child, but because he was dancing near children or with children or something along those lines. And they tried to paint the man as a pedophile. I got people on YouTube doing that to me right now, twisting stories and trying their best to make me look like I'm this some sort of weirdo. And they're doing that because they want you good people, again, to look at me as a weirdo. This is what content creators do all the time. I don't trust content creators. Content creators will switch up on you. Content creators will lie. They'll do whatever they can to have a story out there in order to make money on YouTube. Don't trust content creators if you're a content creator. That's a fact.
Now, mind you, D-True, you're right. Let me make this point too as well while we're talking about it. So you got these particular content creators out here in our little realm that feels like, you know, this guy was warranted in what he did because there were calls being made to what? Section 8, maybe? Section 8 to affect his housing. The guy was striking their they were striking his channel, got his channel taken down. They were making calls to, you know, pretty much people in places in this guy's personal life. So they deemed like, okay, it was cool for him to AKA snap, which is bullshit. Premeditated is more like it. This guy did not snap. They say, okay, D-True. Okay. They're saying this guy pretty much snapped because of all the things that the couple did to him in his real life. And you got these content creators that deem that justifiable for what they did. Oh, I'm not saying it's cool to take somebody's life behind social media, but how much could a person take? You contradicting yourself in all in one sentence. No, it's not cool that he decided to unalive this couple. But after all that they did too much. They did too much. So at what point do, you know, a motherfucker just snap? It's just okay. But you got these same people that condone and support content creators calling CPS constantly and consistently on Moneyboy Trey. They call CPS on a regular basis on Moneyboy Trey concerning his daughter, who we know they have no grounds to do, but they do it because they mad. This man has had to deal with CPS this week. No, not this week. Yeah, this week, yesterday, coming to his house in regards to the care of his child. But let's talk about it. If Money Boy Trey was the so-called allegedly snap, because these people are doing things to have his child potentially taken away. If he was to snap and go find a motherfucker and do something, it would be he needs to go to jail. He needs to get the death penalty. He did too much. It ain't no rhyme or reason for him to have done that. You see how twisted these motherfuckers are on this social media? That's why I can't take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come out here on this app, I do my job, and I get the fuck on. I don't want no friends. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to deal with you. These motherfuckers are crazy. He just had a visit from CPS yesterday. Melissa, false claims. But if he was the so-called alleged snap, because these people are trying to get his daughter taken away from him, it would be no rhyme or reason. He would be just straight up wrong. You feel me?
If you're an upcoming content creator in the game, don't trust YouTubers. YouTubers are some of the wickedest, the most vile individuals. They will stab you in the back. They will do whatever they can to learn about you, get to know you, visit your home, be around your family, and then they do the utmost dirt to you. Don't trust them, guys.
Sin City Finney on YouTube. I'm a part of the family now. I'm the Black Stepchild. Manny accepted me in.
Oh, so they were cool with each other, you're saying? Let me see. Okay. Connect Electric says they was cool with each other in the beginning too. Wow. Ain't that something? Doesn't that sound familiar, guys? You could be cool with a content creator in the beginning, then you end up turning into arch enemies. That's how it be, guys. It's always the people that are close, always the people you let in that end up doing this particular evil. But now, what Finney, the legend, is saying here is that, oh, Manny made him a part of the family. For some reason, with the rivalry between these two, they couldn't let go of one another. For some reason. Now, I don't know if Manny didn't want no parts of this dude, but this dude probably had a fallout with him, and he couldn't accept that he's no longer cool with the other guy. Because what he's doing here is weird stuff. Listen to this mess again. Listen to this.
Sin City Finney on YouTube. I'm a part of the family now. I'm the Black Stepchild. Manny accepted me in.
You see that? He's saying Manny accepted me in. I don't think Manny accepted him in at all. So at that point, he's pushing himself onto the other brother. The other guy probably don't want nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? But he's basically taking his name, mocking him with his own name, and basically saying he's a part of the family now. That's weirdo behavior. That don't make no sense. No man should be doing that.
So I need y'all to go over there, subscribe to that channel. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I need y'all to go subscribe, get that one up, because just in case this one gets taken down, we got another avenue that we can still talk to the people.
See, talk to the people. Talk to the people for what? The people ain't doing nothing but instigating the drama. Absolutely. That's why drama is a waste of time on social media. He's more interested in talking to the people. He's not interested in making no money. Manny probably was focused on doing his craft, doing his content, making his money. You know what I mean? But the other one who's not making money, right, kept pushing him. Somebody had asked in the chat something. Let me see where it is. Where the comment goes. I don't know where it goes. But I saw somebody said a comment, something about the wife being, okay, here we go. It says, how and why did the girl get shot and killed? Why? Collateral damage? Goofy. I guess he probably said, I don't know what he was saying there. But the reason why the girlfriend was killed is because she was a part of the drama. Later on in this particular video, I'm going to show you another clip that came down the pipeline that shows that the wife or girlfriend was a part of the drama too. She was also a part.
She was absolutely a part of the drama. They had an incident not too long before this happened. So whereas, let's be clear, the man was antagonized. He was. There was an incident where he was out on the strip doing his thing. He asked not to be recorded. A friend of hers was recording the guy. He I don't know what he did, but the wife ended up going up to him recording, and he maced her. That was a whole incident that took place before this. See, that's what I'm saying, the escalation. I don't understand why people didn't recognize the escalation. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You know, people say, I do too much with my content, my commentary. I do commentary. I do commentary on what's put out there. I take these content creators' words and I do my commentary. I ain't visiting nobody in real life. I ain't telling nobody to pull up on me, and I ain't trying to pull up on nobody. That's not what I do. They want to compare me to what I do to this whole situation. It's nothing alike. It's nothing. I don't even like to strike people. I got people out there with my content all over their shit. I ain't struck them. The recent motherfucker that I struck, I didn't strike because he was talking about me. I struck because he was using my images. Just like I tell y'all, I can be fair. I'm a grown bitch. If Adrian decides to strike me because I have her content and her images on my channel, strike away, bitch. Strike away. But the way I'm going to handle it is not going to find Adrian and doing something to Adrian. Hell no. The fuck I look like? That bitch ain't worth my life. She's not worth my livelihood, my life, and me being locked up for life away from my family. She's not worth it. Right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the man was antagonized. Yeah, they fucked with him. You got to be real about that. They did. But there's ways to handle everything. You know?
You know what I mean? It wasn't just Finney the Legend. His woman was a part of it, and she was also beefing with Manny as well. That's why he took her out. Because as soon as everything went down, she got in his face. And he killed Finney first, and then he took her out because it don't make no sense to leave living witnesses, as in the movie.
Child, don't make no sense to leave living witnesses. He had way more witnesses than her. They were on the strip. He took that lady out because he intended to take both of them out. He took that lady out just like he intended. He intended to go and unalive both of those people. Leaving no witnesses. They were on the strip. Live. Witnesses. Hello.
Eat with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino.
So yeah, can y'all please go subscribe to that channel? Manny got the other videos taken down. I didn't do it. Since
at Connections, you're not telling me nothing new. I already know why it happened. That's why I'm doing the live, and you're not. You're not telling me nothing new. You're not telling me. I don't like when people do that. If I'm doing a live stream, you don't have to tell me how something started. I already know how it started. That's why I'm doing the show. Let's go.
Finney family did it, but one thing they did is they accepted me into the family. I'm the black stepchild now. So go subscribe to Finney.
Now he's calling himself the black stepchild. Guys, stop trying to be a part of another man's life. If you and another dude is beefing, if y'all not cool no more, leave it at that. You don't have to do any of that foolishness. It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Don't call yourself the black stepchild. Don't call yourself none of that nonsense.
Sin City Finney, I'll put the description in the link. Shout out to Sin City family. We're gonna stream tonight. I got a couple videos of Manny cheating. I know that's crossing the line, crossing the bro code, but hey, he started it. He crossed the line first. So yeah, we got some videos. We're gonna go live tonight. Come on, y'all. When I go check that,
I've seen all those videos already because before I did this particular live, I had to look at some of the other lives to understand the background of Finney. I've seen him in videos calling Manny a little guy. He's short. He's this. He's that. So he was trying to punk him as if though he ain't nobody. Like, in other words, if he was to throw hands with him, he'll pretty much knock him out. It wouldn't be a fair fight. People would look at him like a bully. But see, when that gun is pulled out, the gun is smaller than all of you. But for some reason, that gun can take lives. Even though that gun is smaller, that gun can take lives. You know? But let's get back at the content. Let's go.
Hey, let me see. I got some subscribers over there, man. So we could keep it going. Y'all say y'all like it.
So notice he said, y'all say y'all like it. Y'all say y'all like it. Did you get that?
Crazy.
He was doing the content because he knew that people love the drama.
Crazy
drama
work.
sells. But the thing is, a lot of these content creators are not making the money with the content. Now, I don't know. He probably was receiving some cash apps, some Venmos or whatever on the back end. Maybe his channel was monetized. I believe his channel was monetized too. And I'm referring to Finney the Legend. I believe his channel was monetized. So he probably was getting a few dollars on the back end talking about the other guy. But nonetheless, let's get back to the content.
Subscribe to Sin City Finney. Get those subscribers up over there, and let's see what their next move is going to be.
See, he said, let's see what their next move is going to be. So now he's monitoring Manny and what he's going to do next. And guys, this is what a lot of YouTubers do. A lot of YouTubers that are beefing with other YouTubers, they don't got no content. So their content about someone becomes the content. Because they don't got no content. They don't got no creativity. I have YouTubers that I mind my business. I stay in my own lane. I do my reactions. I just stay to myself, literally. And every now and then they'll pop up with a new video with my name in the title, trying to revamp beef, trying to revamp drama. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all see the videos. Y'all know what they try to do. You got to ask yourself, Why are they doing this? Ringo's not talking about them. So what are they doing?
Yeah,
messing
see,
with
that's the. Like I say again, I gotta keep this shit right here has hit me in a different sort of type of way, because the thing about it is, you know, there's a difference between beef, having beef, engaging in beef, and doing content. It's a difference. I am in this moment in no beef with nobody. I don't go back and forth with nobody. I don't beef with nobody. I do my content. They say truth is beefing with Adrian. No, truth ain't. I'm not beefing with that woman. I'm doing content. I'm not beefing with nobody that comes on this here app every day on a daily basis or whatever, how they do it, that's talking about truth. I don't go back and forth with these people. It's a difference in doing content and engaging in beef. It's a difference. But you know, these slow coats, these motherfuckers who just want to, you know, try to call, it's ridiculous. I'm not beefing with a damn person. Beef don't get me nowhere. I eat beef in real life. I love me a good steak. You hear me? I love me some good beef ribs. I'm not beefing with nobody on social media. I do my content. And what a motherfucker ain't gonna do is tell me what and what not to do my content on. It just ain't gonna happen.
Ringo still. They want drama, no content. I've seen this particular content creator put content on his big channel, and because it wasn't getting no traction, they deleted the videos, then put it on their smaller channel. Why? Because they love drama. Drama. That's all they love. And guess what? I still don't respond to none of that drama because it's a waste of time. I'm going forward. I'm successful. I'm doing what I got to do. Those people don't got no talent and they got no content. And because of that, they try to create content by creating drama. And because you viewers love drama, they figure, hey, the crowd loves it, so let me continue making more videos about it. That's why they continue doing this. And this is what Fitty the Legend was doing.
Make your next move your best move.
And then on his new channel, Sin City Fitty the Legend, this is what he had to say about Manny once on there, on a platform that had less than 1,000 subscribers.
What up, YouTube? Shout out to Papa Dolls in the back. Quick little video. I know I don't work at Papa Dolls, but if you want to come up there and ask for Fitty, go ahead. But
I know
quick
that's
little
right.
video. Shout out Beware for loving Papa Dolls, but quick little video. We ain't gonna be streaming on this channel tonight. We back to Penny the Legend. Shout out to YouTube for having a heart. Shout out to Penny for thinking you was shutting us down. You ain't shutting shit down, boy. You ain't shutting shit down. We coming back tonight, Penny the Legend style. We gonna be on one. Sorry about all the noise. I'm taking me a little break from the job, but salute everybody. Come tune in tonight. If you want to join in, join in. We learning this YouTube thing. Shout out to Stephen Campbell, not leaving Las Vegas. Shout out to everybody that helped us along this way. We strike free now, y'all.
So basically what he had is he got all his copyright strikes taken care of. He most likely filed counter notifications, and pretty much YouTube restored back the platform. And he said, okay, I'm good to go. I don't got no more strikes from the platform. It's time to go full force and make more videos about men. That's what he was doing right there.
That's all the other guy had to do. That's because what people fail to talk about and speak about is the fact that they were striking each other. They were striking each other. So Finney filed counterclaims and got his shit back, which is the same thing Manny could have done. It's the same thing he could have done, but he chose to unalive two people.
He was celebrating.
Tune in. I'm going to put it in the description. The link to the channel. Y'all all should know the channel already, but tune in tonight. We're gonna do our thing. Our thug fizzle. Shout out y'all. All right. I ain't have much to say. That was all. Tune in tonight. Link will be in the description. Join in if you got something to say. Join in if you want your voice heard, or just come along for the laughs.
Little did Fitty the Legend know this simple YouTube beef for a non-monetized channel would lead to him and his wife being gunned down.
So he's at a non-monetized channel. I could think. I know I checked that channel, fam, and I know I seen ads on it. So I don't know if it's non-monetized or monetized, because I know I seen ads playing on the video. I don't know why, but I saw ads playing on the video. Let's go. But sometimes you can have a channel that's not monetized, and YouTube still put ads on the channel so they could get some money on the back end off of your videos, even though you're not getting $1. I've seen that happen.
Manny Wise on the strip of Las Vegas while on YouTube Live. It was Sunday, June 8, 2025. Near the Bellagio Fountains in Las Vegas. Finney the Legend was on live with his wife holding the camera. Suddenly, the camera had captured Manny trying to approach Finney. Manny brandished his firearm as the wife tries to get between. Then suddenly, Manny lets off rounds. Finney's wife Bubbly is in disbelief as she turns in front of the camera, asks Manny really before he shoots her too off the camera. May they both rest in peace and love and condolences to their families.
Thanks, Donut.
The police are still out here, and the strip is closed to traffic. I normally do.
They showing the video, y'all. He's not doing the audio.
The audio from their video went off.
Mm-hmm.
Let me fast forward a little bit.
The entire story tomorrow in the news. Vegas police see.
It's a crazy, sad, sick situation. We're talking about a couple who lost their life over YouTube beef, man. A man threw his life away for some nonsense. A situation that didn't make them no money. I want to send love and prayers once again to the victim. Rest in peace. And love and condolences to the families and anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about.
Now, keep in mind, the commenter pretty much says condolences to this and that, but really, I'm going to be honest, YouTubers really don't care if you die. What they care about is the story. They care about just doing the content to get $1. Nobody really cares. Right? Nobody cares. Because as a YouTuber, we already know you're going to die. We already know the beef is going to turn to bloodshed. We're just waiting for you to die so we can make a video about it. That's just the truth. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, somebody says, I care. Well, you didn't care, because if you cared, you would have said something when they were beefing. So stop it. If you care, when you see YouTubers beefing, you would say something. You would do something about it, but you don't do anything about it. You sit back and you wait for somebody to die and then act as if though you care. Nobody cares. If you care, why didn't you do something about it before they die? Why didn't you say something? Stop it.
Hope I broke it down to a T. Let me know how you guys feel about this senseless crime in the comments.
Like, this is just going to be like a fine, tap it in the wrist, you know what I mean? It'll be quick, you know? And as far as like Primo has to understand that in this case, it was not like just, it was not an attack. Like,
I could tell that that guy is involved in witchcraft and all sorts of stuff by his rings. Those rings is a clear sign that he have a lot of spirits that he operate with, guys. A lot of demonic spirits.
Like, come on.
He's talking about Manny. He's talking about Manny, y'all.
We got to the big picture. And guys, I ain't gonna blame nobody. I ain't gonna blame my best friend for it. I'll go do my time or whatever it is. I'll take care of it, you know?
All right, let's get into part 2 of this video. Breaking down the background of the Sin City feud that's had the YouTube streets buzzing. Based on what I found, this whole beef actually started offline in real life before it ever made its way to social media.
So before it ever made its way on social...
Started in real life before it made its way to social media. Grown people taking real life situations, taking it to social media. Let's talk about it.
Social media. These men were pretty much beefing the whole time. They were rivals. They were rivals in a particular niche, and jealousy unfolded on the streets. You understand? Now, in this particular video clip, you'll see some clues and some information to show these particular receipts, including the wife of Finney the Legend and various other incidents that took place that give us a timeline of events.
So here's what happened. Finney the Legend and his wife, known online as Bubbly, were in Las Vegas. While they were casually streaming and recording their trip, they happened to pass by a street performance. And that's where they encountered Sin City Mannywise, who's known for performing in costume along the strip. Now, here's the twist. Bubbly was filming the surroundings, and at some point, captured footage of Mannywise performing. Apparently, Mannywise didn't take kindly to being recorded, and things escalated quickly. He pushed her phone away mid-recording. That simple act sparked a confrontation.
You see that with his hand? That's typical of what people do when they're hating. That's where the beef started, guys. You see that? I'm gonna wind that back a little bit, because basically, you would get recordings of the street performance and upload them on social media before the other content creator got to do it. It's similar to what Kevin Samuels used to do. Y'all remember when, put a 1 in the chat if you remember, Kevin Samuels used to flag people's YouTube channel because they would record his Instagram live and then they would bring it on over to YouTube and do reaction videos, and Kevin Samuels would get upset because they were making money before he can actually make the money on YouTube, which is really dumb, because if you post a video on Instagram and somebody screen record a clip, how you gonna get mad with them? They're practicing fair use. But that's what I mean about people can be making a lot of money and still be greedy. And you're broke. You're not even making money. And they're jealous of you and they don't want you to eat. On social media, a lot of content creators don't want to see other creators eat. They don't. It's a dog eat dog world. You understand? They don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you grind. They hate seeing you win. So this beef started on the streets, and it went to social media.
Manny Wise performing. Apparently, Manny Wise didn't take kindly to being recorded and things escalated quickly. He pushed her phone away mid-recording. That simple act sparked a confrontation.
Hold on, I think this thing might have connected. What happened to my sound? Hold on, y'all.
It says with her hands.
Oh, he's showing the video. He's showing the actual video of when she went up to Manny and he maced her, the wife. The wife of Finney went up to Manny recording and he maced her.
You see what's going on? You see the hand? So now, dude is messing around with the other by pushing her hand away. So you know there's beef already with that. So this is going on in the street. You know, those are the rules. You can't violate and touch nobody's wife and all of that other stuff.
I agree. You shouldn't violate anybody's wife. You shouldn't violate any woman, period, as a man. But let's be candid. Let's be clear. Let's be grown about this. That woman had no business going up to that man. Where were you? Where were you when the woman knew? She knew he didn't want to be recorded. She knew this. She knew this because a friend of hers had gone up to the guy before her. See, we got to take ownership. We as adults have to take ownership. She knew that man did not want to be recorded. Now, let's be clear. You honestly can't stop somebody from recording you in public. Let's talk about it. But if you wanted to record him, you could record him and not be up on him. You could record him and not walk up on him and record him. It probably was other people that was recording him. Okay? Because you're out in the public. You're putting on a public show. So it was probably other people, you feel me, that was recording this guy too as well. But you didn't just, if you wanted to record him, you could have stood back and recorded him. But no, you go up to him. You go up to him to let him know that you're recording. And I think at some point they said she came out after this incident and stated she was wrong. I think he even said that she was wrong. Right? Because it was wrong. Do that means it was okay for him to later on unalive these two people? Absolutely fucking not. But grown adults have to take accountability for their actions.
You see people getting in the way. So this been going down. These people been beef. You see a drink was thrown. It says a drink or something was thrown. Somebody said something about pepper spray. Now you see the wife throw another drink at somebody else. Hand to the throat. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. And this is all hate and jealousy. So it's one big mess. All of this drama going down. You see the other dude there. He's charging after him. You have the wife over there. She pushed that other person.
According to the videos and reports, things got even worse. Manny Wise and his group allegedly pepper sprayed Bubbly right there in public. Shortly after the incident, Finney and Bubbly went live on their channel to tell their story.
I'm not sure what you watched, but then when the witch tried to swing her stick or staff or whatever and tried to hit me. So I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand. I can say whatever I want to. This is America. We have freedom of speech. So I can say what I want to say in your face. But when you put your hands on me or when you spray something on me, that's when we have a problem. So what you're saying is fine. I don't have any problem with what you're saying. And you absolutely have a right to feel the way that you feel and to believe what you believe. I don't have any problem with that. But I certainly think that when you put your hands on me, that's where I have a problem. And that's where I draw the line. And then when you spray something on me, then that's where I draw the line. In addition, my other problem is You're out here videoing people and you're not asking people if they are allowing you to video them. So when somebody videos you, then you're upset about the situation.
That's a problem that I have with a lot of content creators. Is like, they don't have a problem making videos talking about you. They'll use your footage. They'll play back your tape. And then if you make a video showing them in what they said, then they report your videos and try to flag you down. That is what creates beef, because you're trying to shut me down. You're trying to destroy me. So in her situation, what she's saying is, when the other guy was doing videos in the street, he's recording people. He don't say, hey, you're going to be in my video, I'm going to have it on YouTube. He don't complain about that. But when she pull out her camera to film him, all of a sudden now he want to put hands on her and say, oh, you can't do that. No, it don't work that way, buddy.
Yeah, I'm kind of taking a little bit of issue with that, Jasmine. Like, I don't think that you don't necessarily know me. And again, I appreciate your perspective. You are right that I did go into the situation. Absolutely right. But I certainly think that if I come to you and I say something about you, you still don't have the right to put your hands on me. I think that's where we need to draw the line. And if you think that that's okay, all right, girl, that's what you think.
And that moment marked a turning point. Their channel began to gain major traction as more and more people tuned in.
More and more people tuned in. Did you get that part? More and more people tuned in, which means people love drama. But now that people are dead, everybody want to hide now and act like they weren't part of the drama. Come on now. You, the viewers, are a part of the drama. No matter how much these content creators crash out, when they were going back and forth, you were there edging it on, instigating, putting batteries in people's backs, donating. You were a part of the drama. And now that people are dead, everybody hiding their hand.
Why? Because apparently many others had also had issues with Mannywise, and this incident gave them a voice and a platform to speak out.
That's exactly what they do to me. A lot of my haters, a lot of my enemies and ops, because they hate me, they gravitate towards YouTubers that have a beef with me. And they congregate in the chat. They congregate on the comments. And they always there talking ish. And it makes the content creator feel as if though he's doing a great job, not realizing that those are demons that always had a problem with me. When I go to my enemy's platform and I take a look at what's going on when they're doing BS, and I look at the chat and I check who's in the chat, I notice that everybody that's in the chat is on my block list. These are people I blocked years ago. People that don't like me. They seem to always find my enemies' platforms, and they'll use those platforms as a hub to express their hate. And when this happened, the content creator think they're doing this great job making videos, not realizing the only reason why they're getting any views, the only reason why they're getting any traction is not because they're good at what they do, but because their platform becomes a voice of hate for the people that don't like me. So in all essence, that platform is being used by the devil to give all those haters a voice. And this is why I mean about how people are getting used by the devil every day.
Support for Finny grew, and so did the drama. As their views and subscribers climbed, so did their confidence, leading to regular weekly live streams where they didn't hold back.
That's what happens with the LaTruth saga. They get views off of drama. This is why it will never end. This is why content creators beef, because they gain support, they gain subscribers, they gain cash apps, and now their confidence grow because they think, hey, my viewers really like this content. It's entertaining. Some of these content creators call it entertainment. Some of these content creators claim they're believers in Jesus Christ, which makes no sense. There's no way you're a believer in Jesus Christ and you're doing evil all day.
These streams quickly turned into sessions filled with verbal attacks, mockery, and insults aimed at Mannywise, his crew, and even his family. What started as a heated moment on the Vegas Strip soon spiraled into something much bigger and much darker. The feud between Finny the Legend and Sin City Mannywise didn't just stay on YouTube. It became personal, real-world personal. As tensions rose and both sides gained traction online, the drama spilled into the streets of Las Vegas. Multiple in-person confrontations took place.
Thing about it, bro, is after seeing him being right next to him, I am way bigger than him, man. Like, I really don't know. Like, unless he was able to, like, it was his best chance. Like, even if he ramped up, like, say he was really fighting, we squared up. Like, even if he ramped up, like, he can't even, like, if he wanted to get me my job, like, it would be so hard for him to reach up there. Like, he's really a small dude, man. Like I get no props in. And if we ever do get to lock up, like, if I do be up, I get no props. Like, the only,
Do you see what he's doing here, guys? In that particular video, he was basically mocking Manny by saying he's a small guy. You know, Finny the Legend is a bigger dude, so he probably figured, listen, man, me fighting him, bro, that's an easy fight, bro. I won't get no street cred for that. I won't get no shine. People will look at me like I'm a bully, but yet Manny went and got the gun. The gun is smaller than everybody, and yet the gun took him and his wife out. Now they're dead, and now Manny got to spend the rest of his life in prison with men You see how that go? That's how the devil wins. The devil was able to take out 2 content creators together. Now, none of them can do content now. Now, all of them are done. Ain't that something? That's how the devil get you. The devil will have you beefing back and forth and make you destroy your whole family. All your kids, everybody suffer in the process. I don't know if Finny the Legend got kids with that woman. They probably got kids. They probably got kids. Do they got kids, ladies and gentlemen? Do they got kids? Put a 1 if they got kids. If Finny the Legend and his wife got kids. Because if they got kids, now the kids have no parents because the parents is dead. And then Manny and his wife, she's going to be alone now because now her husband is going to prison for life. So 2 families are destroyed over jealousy and hate.
Then a bisexual man trying to touch me there. I hate you keep having to verbally say it, man, because I feel so. I feel so. Yeah, your mic, Violet. Your mic is going to go on camera a lot, whining about haters doing this and haters doing that. Grow up, boo. Shout out to government.
The term of assault, the type of assault it is a misdemeanor, which means it's going to be like a fine or like probation. You know, it's not going to be a serious bodily injury assault.
These were verbal and physical face-offs, sometimes involving both creators and their loyal supporters.
So it's not just the creators that are going back and forth, but the loyal supporters that are edging it on. You see that? So this entire death, this entire beef between these content creators that end in death, the viewers who support the platforms of those 2, you folks are responsible for Finny the Legend's death. That's right. Take accountability, because when everything was going down, you were there putting batteries in his back, telling him, I can't wait to see the next video. I can't wait to see you expose him. I can't wait. I can't wait. And then the same thing on the other side. People were edging everybody on. And Manny felt he had to do something about the situation. Maybe he was looking bad. Maybe Finny the Legend exposed him so bad, brought out some horrible information that he didn't want nobody to see. And it was damaging to his brand and his money. And he said, you know what? I don't got nothing to live for. You done ruined my platform. You ruined my life. I'm going to kill you. And he went out there on the strip, saw them live, and he took them out. This is why I keep saying, if you're a content creator, even if you're not a content creator, stop streaming live in public at tourist spots or very popular areas where it's easy to find you. Don't do that. That's how you get lined up. It's very easy for people to find you that way.
The Sin City streets turned into a stage, but the show wasn't scripted. What made it worse? The power of their platforms.
Let me pack this person up. You're saying, stop, sir. He knew what he was doing. Let me pack you up. You don't belong here. You know what I mean? I like when people are able to share their thoughts, but I don't like when people come in here telling me to stop and I'm the host of the show. You don't have that ability to do that. You know what I mean? You need to stop and go find a life and get something better to do, and don't hang out over here. Don't tell me he knew what he was doing when you folks were in the so-called chat. Don't act like you don't know what's going on, because it'd be people like you that were over there on that person's chat, edging them on, and now that they dead, your ass is over here. Stay the fuck off my platform. Don't even come here. Go right back over there where the dead man is and stay in the chat and have a conversation with yourselves. Because it's people like you that caused that man's death. It's people like you that be in the comments. It be people like you that pull up in the live chat when those men are fighting back and forth and you be edging them on. And now you want to come over here and act like he knew what he was doing. No, you knew what you were doing when you were putting that battery in his damn back. You know? At Carla, stop cussing in my chat. Do you understand? I'm giving you one warning at Carla. That's the second time your comment had to be removed by the mob. One more comment of you posting profanity in the live chat, you will be blocked from this platform forever. Now, I have no respect over persons for nobody. Don't be disrespectful in my chat. You know the rules above all people. You know no profanity is allowed in the chat. Don't post profanity in the chat or you will be blocked from the platform. That goes for anybody. I don't care who you are. Have respect for the platform. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
With each side live streaming, narrating, and spinning their version of events, the conflict turned into digital warfare.
Digital warfare. Digital warfare. That's a good talking point. Digital warfare. That's exactly what it is, guys, when you see content creators making videos slandering other men. That's called digital warfare. You good people that be watching the shows be thinking, oh, that content creator just making a video. No, that's called digital warfare. Digital warfare, where they're arguing back and forth, spreading lies, spreading issues to cause fires for another believer, another YouTuber, another brother in truth. That's what they do, to destroy people's reputations. You understand? This is what they do. Guys, we're living in a time right now where people are turning against one another. We're living in a time right now where people cannot handle criticism. We're in a time right now where people that say they rock with you, say they a friend, next minute they offended. Next minute they mad. Just like how I'm telling Carla in the chat, don't cuss in the chat. I'm pretty sure she's offended right now. Offended. Why? Because of correction? Because of correction, you mad? Because of correction? That makes no damn sense, y'all. And this is what I mean. This is why I don't trust nobody. People will turn against you over bull crap, bro. People could be dead ass wrong and you could correct them and they'll be offended. Rather than saying, I apologize, rather than saying my bad and move on, they'll get offended because they don't like the fact that you called them out. And I can read your spirit. I can read your spirit. You're offended. I can feel it. I don't even need you to ask or even say that. I can feel your spirit that you're offended because I told you don't post no profanity. That's how these two men were. They were so sensitive that they couldn't take it. They said, you know what? I got to end it all. I got to end it all. And this is why, guys, I tell you, man, you will never know who people are until they show their true colors, bro. All you got to do is just say something that people don't like and they feel like, wait a minute. I support you and I do this and I do that. I should have a right to say what. No, you don't have no right to say what you want to say. No, it don't work like that. You got to respect the platform just like everybody else. Because I know you're upset and offended. I know you are. Because if you weren't, you would have came back in, you would apologize, and you would continue to participate with live chat. But because you're offended, you decide to stay out of the chat now and just be upset and just act like, well, I ain't saying that. No, mama's going to stay mad. Well, you know what? Stay mad. I don't care. I don't care. Stay upset. Because at the end of the day, we grown folks over here. And if I'm in somebody's live chat and I got checked or somebody coming and tell me, yo, no profanity, Ringo, chill. I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill out and I'm going to respect their platform because that's their place. That's their business. You can't just come up in there and just do whatever you want. The moderator already done deleted your comment one time. Then he did it again. That's strike two. I'm trying to prevent you from getting blocked because I can guarantee you, V-Dub man wanted to pull that trigger. But he know who you are. He know that you be in the chat all the time and he know that you supported the show. So he's showing mercy. I'm trying to save your ass from getting blocked. So if anything, be a grown adult and recognize when something ain't right and apologize about it. Damn it! I should not have to regulate a situation like this, bro. It don't make no sense. We're supposed to be grown adults. We're dealing with a real issue here of content creators killing one another over BS. Content creators are now killing each other, literally throwing their lives away, throwing their families away. Why? Because of offenses and jealousy. I got no time for no nonsense emotional drama over foolishness, y'all. We got to be grown adults here. Grown adults. Now let's get back to the content.
Soon, it wasn't just about who was right or wrong. It became a battle for control, revenge, and platform dominance.
That's exactly what YouTube beef is about. Platform dominance. Control. Who's getting the views? Who got the people? Who's the voice of the streets? That's what it becomes about. It's not even about who's right or wrong anymore. Now it's about platform dominance. And this is what YouTube beef is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
In a move that shocked their audiences, both sides attempted to strike each other's YouTube channels down. Reports flew in that Mannywise camp filed copyright and community guideline complaints against Mannywise content.
That is all bitch ass shit right there. When you see grown ass men striking each other's platforms with bogus copyrights and complaints, both of you guys is clowns. Because at the end of the day, y'all trying to get real personal now. That is going to make people pull guns. Because you're trying to stop people from literally taking care of their families. This goes beyond, listen, this goes beyond, I don't like what you said, I'm going to make a video. This is you trying to attempt to get somebody fired. This is no different than you at the 9 to 5 and your coworker is in the office at HR reporting you, trying their best to get you fired. That right there is going to end in bloodshed. I don't care what nobody say. If I'm at the job and I got a family to take care of and you in HR trying to get me fired, best believe if I get fired, I'm coming to see your ass. I'm coming to see you. Listen, it ain't gonna just go down like that I just got fired from my job and you still working, making money, providing for your family, and I'm homeless. Now I'm coming to see you. And that's exactly the situation here. These men were crashing out over all this drama.
In retaliation, Finney's side allegedly tried to take down Mannywise live streams, citing harassment, copyrights, and targeted attacks.
Now think about this. Harassment, this, that. Both of these men, listen, both of these men were out of pocket. How you gonna file complaints about harassment and you harassing him? Both of y'all talking shit. And yet y'all trying to take down each other like two bitches, two clowns. And now look now. Two is dead and one going to prison for life. And he gonna be there with a bunch of men. What did you do? How you got in here, bro? Oh, I killed two YouTubers because I was emotional.
Is I got him with 2 strikes right now. This will be the last one right here in that channel. But I mean, we could just, we don't really care about it. Cause that channel ain't got no traction. But we get also get to laugh at, because he couldn't get the notification tomorrow. We get to laugh at how quick he tried to take this other video down. So somebody send me.
Shout out to Ace Shakora, I believe the name is for the membership. You give to somebody a membership and for the $4 support, as well as joining the channel membership. Appreciate you stopping by. Did I miss anybody? Let me see. Shout out to Marilyn as well for the $5 support. I didn't even see your support. I'm now seeing it due to Forever Studios. I guess he must have liked your comment or the fact that you supported. So I'm now seeing it through his comment. I was able to notice it. So guys, again, right here you see Finny the Legend boasting about striking his channel 2 times and saying that he's trying to get it shut down. Let me explain what it means when YouTubers do that. They're trying to kill you digitally. When YouTubers resort to this type of shit, that's the equivalent of trying to kill you digitally, meaning it's beyond you and that person. They want to kill you to the point where your family and everybody suffers. You get it? And this happens a lot with Black people, unfortunately. This type of behavior. They love doing stuff like this. A lot of you that are on TikTok, Instagram, you got other TikTokers and Instagrammers that report your platform and do this goofy stuff because they want you out of the way. Because of what? Jealousy. Jealousy, that's all it is. Imagine you're on YouTube telling everybody that you struck the man's channel twice. This is a personal situation, guys. Check this out. I'm going to wind it back so you can hear it again.
In retaliation, Finny's side allegedly tried to take down Manny Wise live streams, citing harassment, copyrights, and targeted attacks.
Let me read this thing.
Reports flew in that Manny Wise camp filed copyright and community guideline complaints against Manny Wise content. In retaliation, Finny's side allegedly tried to take down Manny Wise live streams.
Let me see this here. So he have content. See, anybody that do this, you're a snake. You're a snake. Definitely a snake, guys. Video title, liars. You didn't get any of my super chats. Stupid. Do you see how they're fighting over money and super chats? Do you see that? The title of the video is P. Manny, nobody likes a liar. You didn't get any of my super chats. Stupid. Do you see this? These guys are teenagers. This is what's going on social media. They're literally arguing over super chats, guys. Literally. That's what's going on. It don't make no sense, guys. No sense whatsoever. And now they're 2 are dead and the other one going to prison, and their YouTube channels is sitting there. I don't know if Manny's channel is still up. I don't know. I don't even know where his channel is, to be honest with you. I don't even know about Finny the Legend's channel. I found his channel, but I didn't find the other guy's channel yet. I didn't even go look for his channel. But I'll probably look for that later. I don't know if it's still there. It's probably deleted. I don't know. But at the end of the day, this type of nonsense here, guys, is just dumb. It's dumb, man.
Citing harassment, copyrights, and targeted attacks.
Is I got him with 2 strikes right now. This will be the last one right here.
Notice he said, I got him with 2 strikes. It'll be the last one right here. So Finny was finna take down this man's channel, and now he's dead. Do you see how that worked? The devil got him because both of them had demons on them. Both of them. Both sides are guilty, guys. Both sides. In this ordeal, both sides are guilty. Finny was doing dirt behind the scenes. He's online publishing, telling everybody, yeah, I strike them twice, and I'm finna take him down. You said YouTube deleted the other guy's channel? YouTube deleted it? Oh, okay. Because I never seen his platform, so I don't really know what's going on. I was looking for it. I was putting the name in the search, but nothing came up. So I was wondering, maybe he must have posted something that went against the guidelines. Because normally, even if he
I'm back, y'all. I apologize. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat, because I had walked off for a minute. Let me catch up with the chat. Let's see. Yeah. Not okay. Hey, Paul. All right, y'all. We're gonna listen to about because I got more than I true sound for me. That I was always worried about your cash outs and money. See, this is the thing, Farm Beard. This is why I tell you this story right here kind of hits me hard. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot, and it just lets you know that it be the same stuff going around the whole YouTube world. The same things, the same thing. I got past. Let's see, we at 2:36. I got past the point I wanted to get past, even though this video is 2.5 hours. We got about an hour and a half. I'm trying to wonder if I should end it now. No, we'll do 20 more minutes and get to the 3-hour mark, and then whatever we don't finish, we'll get into when I come back and we'll speak some more about it. And then I'll come with some more updated stuff. But let's listen to about 20 more minutes, and then we're gonna get off here and we'll come back and revisit it tomorrow. Thanks everybody for being in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me.
Two, the channel will still remain up. YouTube won't take down the channel, so that means that he must have showed something. I don't know if he had the video up with the murder or whatever the case is. Maybe that's why YouTube took it down. You know, that could be it. Maybe he must have recorded the video or screen recorded something and uploaded it on his main channel to probably show everybody that, you know, you said, or the wife deleted it. Well, I'll find out later. Do anybody, all right, what is his channel URL or the channel name? What is the channel name for Manny's platform? Because I have software that I can know.
I think Manny's channel is down. I think he mentioned that. Maybe he's talking about another channel, but they took Manny's channel down. But you can still see videos out there with some stuff on it where they was going back and forth, because a lot of people are showing old stuff.
And if you have the actual URL of his channel, when you go to it, it'll tell you if the channel was terminated. It'll tell you terminated for such and such guidelines, or it might just say that it's in incognito mode because maybe the wife took it down. Remember, she might still have access. So maybe the wife took it down. She's probably still on social media looking at what's going on. So I believe the wife most likely took down the channel.
Oh, you know? Wow.
So it's Manny Wise. I'll look it up later. And try to find out exactly what's going on
in that channel. But I mean, we could just, we don't really care about it.
If you don't care about it, sir, why was you flagging down his channel? You were trying to kill that man, and he ended up killing you.
Wow.
You tried to kill him digitally. He killed you in the physical world. That's some sick stuff.
That channel ain't got no traction, but we also get to laughing because he's going to get the notification tomorrow.
He said he's going to get the notification tomorrow, and we're going to get to laughing. But now you're dead. Do you see how life is, guys? Mm-hmm. Now you're dead, and everybody's making content about your death. Mm-hmm. That's why social media is dangerous, and why, as a content creator, you should just stick to making content, be about your business, and leave everybody alone, and stop playing this back and forth game. It's one thing to have some drama. It's another thing to move on from that drama before somebody end up dead. Because when you end up dead or in prison, trust and believe, all of us content creators will be making videos about you.
Right.
And nobody would care. We're going to all make videos about you. We're going to run the numbers up. We're going to do what we got to do. And you're dead. You're in a box or going to prison for life.
It's not worth it.
You know, somebody said the channel's still up. Somebody send me the link to the channel to my IG. Send the link to Manny's channel to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw on Instagram. Because I need to go into that platform and find the clues so that I can do what I need to do. Yeah, YouTube will have stricter guidelines and restrictions because of this. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's going to come. It's going to make it more difficult for content creators.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, YouTube and other platforms, and they tend to turn a blind eye to certain things. I don't know. I guess since this case is so big, it did happen in Vegas. It did happen while they were live on YouTube. I don't know. They could do something. I don't know. I just know that sometimes, you know, I don't know. We'll see.
Especially if you have dispute with content creators. I mean, it's something that YouTube should have been had. They should have been had stuff like this because, again, it's something that it's dangerous. It's dangerous, and a lot of times content creators don't know when to quit. They don't know when to fall back. You know, when I had my drama with that other clown on YouTube, I stopped making videos. Most of you have noticed that. I've stopped making videos. Like, I literally stopped making videos about this guy, but he still makes videos about me. He still makes videos about me, guys, even though I stopped. So it's one of them things where it's like, what did this guy want? Do he want me to start back making videos again? Yes, because he lived for drama.
Some people just not gonna stop. You know, I've come to that realization. Some people, they're like, you know, some people just not gonna stop. But like I said, it's one of those we can only control our emotions, our actions, and what we choose to deal with. Like if you feel like you at a point to whereas you really and truly want to stop, there's ways of doing that. There's ways of doing that. You know, legal routes, other ways of doing it. You know what I'm saying? This right here, what this guy chose to do is not it. Some people just gonna talk. They're gonna talk regardless.
How certain content creators get views, it's when you constantly beef with them all day. But beefing doesn't make money.
Sure don't.
You don't make money from beefing. Anytime I make videos about that clown, I don't make money from that. There's no money to be made because my audience don't want to see all of that drama. My audience is the type of audience that want to see me do my content about story.
Absolutely. See, that's what I'm talking about. My audience is the same way. My audience is the same way. Don't want to see it. But you got some people with audiences that want to see it.
Stories about real content, breaking down videos that have educational value. It might be entertaining at the same time. It might have some drama, but that is what my viewers want to see for the most part. That other guy's viewers, they just love drama.
Mm-hmm.
So he want me to go back and forth into defending myself or saying his name, putting his name in the title. I don't got time for all of that mess because you're never going to last on YouTube arguing back and forth. You look like a sucker doing that every damn day. People not going to take you serious and they're going to end up leaving and unsubscribing from your platform because it's messy. Nobody want to be around that garbage. You know what I mean? It's just a sick place to be in. Right? So let me get back to the content.
We get to laugh at how quick he try to take this other video down. So somebody send me, I just put.
Hold on a minute. Hold on, y'all. Did somebody get rid of that part? Nope. Here we go.
In the chat.
He said somebody sent him videos. Somebody sent him information. This is what I mean. The viewers are the ones who send the info that make people crash out.
He got what video of mine? He got that from, and I get that one too.
Do you see that? All of this is protected under fair use. Look, content creators could use each other's videos. This is YouTube. Have fun, make money, entertain people, live your life. But when you are doing stupid stuff like, oh, he's using my video, I'm filing a copyright claim. Bro, all you're doing is starting beef and drama because you're violating the rules. That's why I got the damn fair use up on the screen. That's why I have all of this type of stuff in my videos. You understand? Don't fuck with me. Don't waste your fucking time with no nonsense about, oh, you're using my video. Copyright. Don't waste your time with none of that nonsense because I know the rules and I know my rights. You know what I mean? And a lot of content creators, they know the rules. They know. You could use their video to respond to it, but what they do is they resort to filing bogus complaints to try to shut you down. Now, listen to Manny as he said what he said about the video, because he filed bogus complaints too against Manny.
Guideline complaints against Manny-Wise content. In retaliation, Finney's side allegedly tried to take down Manny-Wise live streams, citing harassment, copyrights, and targeted attacks.
You got to have thin skin when you go into YouTube crying to the white man, begging them to shut down somebody else complaining. That's some weak stuff, bro. I'm just being honest. As a content creator, especially as a man, and you run into YouTube to cry like a damn baby, talking about, oh, he's making videos about me. You sound weak as hell, especially when you've been making a plethora of videos about another man. That don't make no sense.
As I got him with 2 strikes right now. This will be the last one right here in that channel. But I mean, we could just, we don't really care about it. That channel ain't got no traction, but we could also get to laugh at, because he's gonna get the notification tomorrow. We get to laugh at how quick he try to take this other video down. So somebody send me, I just put it in the chat, where he got what video of mine he got that from, and I get that one too.
See that? So he's getting sent information from his viewers. His viewers are telling him, yo, Manny is using one of your videos. You need to get that one down. Guys, that's called abuse. That's abuse. YouTube have guidelines against filing bogus complaints. And unfortunately, a lot of times when people are beefing, this is what they resort to. That could get your channel terminated. You understand? And it's all out of jealousy, guys. These people have no lives. Both Manny and Finney the Legend, both were doing dirt on each other. And now both of them are done. One lost his life and his woman's life. The other one lost his life and his family, because now he's spending life in prison.
He gonna get an email tonight about the other one, and that's gonna be a second strike. Yeah, we don't really care if we get him, but if he try to be tough.
On a video was flagged, a live stream got removed, or a strike was issued, fans flooded the comments and chats, some cheering, others accusing, and many just there for the chaos. It was clear this wasn't just YouTube drama anymore. This was a full-blown feud with real-world consequences, real money on the line, and a community watching it all unfold like a digital street fight.
And that's exactly what this thing is, guys. It goes beyond drama. It goes beyond commentary. Look, you might have an issue with a content creator. Listen, there's content creators I don't like, right? I don't like them. It doesn't mean I hate them. I just don't like them.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not the type of people I would have as friends. I don't like their personality. I think that a lot of them are fake. That's an opinion. That's my opinion about a situation. It doesn't mean I want to see anybody die. It doesn't mean I want to see somebody in the ground at the end of the day. But you have content creators that go beyond criticism. And now it goes into hatred, jealousy, and they want to see you literally die. They want to see your family die. They want to see you lose your job, lose your channel, and they do everything they can to try to sabotage everything you do, including putting out false rumors about you, vicious rumors. I'm talking about dirty, disgusting rumors in order to make people hate you. That's not content. That's pure evil. Those type of content
Hold on
creators
1 second, y'all. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 minute. All right, y'all, here we go.
Trying their best to kill you digitally. That's what they're trying to do. And that is what these men were doing back and forth. They were just throwing shots back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Hold on, y'all.
And now the bigger dude, he got gunned down. He thought because of his size that he can literally overpower the smaller guy. But the smaller guy went and got a gun and took him out and his woman on live in front of the world. In front of the world. So even though he's spending life in prison, in his mind, he's like, look, I shot him. He dead. His wife dead. It is what it is. I'm going to go do my time. But hey, that's the content. That's what's on the streets. So in Manny's mind, he's like, listen, I went out with a bang. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to spend life in prison. But hey, at least the world saw I wasn't playing. I told y'all it is what it is. I gave y'all the best content. And now he's going to be remembered for the guy that killed Finney the Legend. But now Finney the Legend is also getting the last laugh because why? He got to expose Manny for who he really is. He exposed the demons of Manny on live. So even if Manny is boasting for gunning down that man and his woman, Finney the Legend got the last laugh because the world got to see the truth, how rage and jealousy plays out in the public. You see that? So both sides lost and both sides won. This feud ended in bloodshed. And this is why YouTube social media beef is not worth it. In the end, nobody win. Nobody. And we move on and we make more content, waiting for the next person to crash out. This is an ongoing thing that goes on in social media, and YouTube need to do something about this by applying special guidelines for content creators. These particular guidelines is not for the viewer. It's not for nothing that is like, you know, basic stuff that we already know. These are guidelines that affect the YouTube content creator community, meaning if two content creators are beefing or there's any sort of words, the AI of YouTube have to be able to distinguish between commentary criticism from personal attacks. And what I believe the way the system's supposed to do is triggers some sort of algorithm that can identify content that is going beyond the threshold. It's going beyond the norm. It's going beyond criticism. It's now personal. When you hear content creators going back and forth and it sees a pattern. So what it does, it warns the creator to no longer post content regarding that particular content creator. In other words, don't mention them in your title. Don't mention them in your videos. Don't mention their name or you will get a strike. There has to be some sort of system in place that will make it so serious that content creators will know not to cross that line. In other words, look, if you're beefing with this person, hey, let's done this damn beef, move on and go about our business. But if you keep going, you'll lose your YouTube channel. automatically. And it has nothing to do with the viewers. It has to do with YouTube AI system cracking down on content creators that are doing this mess behind the scenes, because they know what they do. Content creators are very sneaky. They know how to sneak this. They know how to attack you without even saying your name. They know how to say things without saying your name to get under your skin. And they do this all the time, every time. That's what they do. You know what I mean? I've had YouTube beef with YouTubers. I know what I'm talking about, guys. I've been dragged, I've been slandered, I've been insulted, I've been lied on by content creators over and over and over and over. In order for what? So that they can destroy my reputation, stop me from moving forward, try to mess up the momentum. I've seen this happen multiple times, guys, and it is just disgusting. And I just ignore it because I don't resort to flagging people videos, copyright complaints. I don't do none of that dumb shit. You know what I mean? I'm a man. I can take criticism, but sometimes criticism goes beyond the limits and people start to lie and they start to manipulate. And at that point, bro, it's like, it's no holds barred. It's like, at that point, I can't fuck with you no more. Like, you're a full-blown enemy. Don't ever look at me. Don't ever see me in public. Don't even be around me, dog. Like, for real, for real. Like, we enemies for real. Like, it ain't a game. It's not a joke. You know what I mean? And they keep on doing this nonsense. And then what happened is the viewers, they keep edging it on. They keep on instigating the situation and they keep driving it home. You know what I mean? And it's why? Because they want to see somebody crash out. They want to see somebody take somebody out. They want to see more back and forth videos. I'm not doing that garbage, bro. I'm not doing that. Once all the drama with that damn clown on YouTube went on and on and on and on, I made up my mind. I'm done. You know why? A couple of my viewers pulled up behind the scenes and was like, yo, Ringo fam, you should just kind of just chill with that nonsense with this guy and just keep moving on. Focus on your content. We want to see you grow. We want to see you do this. And I've seen my viewers hit me up and was telling me how they feel about the situation. You know what I mean? And because they came to me, I said, you know what? It is what it is. I'm gonna done from all of that nonsense. And I moved on. I moved on and I stopped mentioning that person in the title. I don't mention that person's name. I don't talk about that person. From time to time, I might do videos and you might hear me use that individual as an example, but I don't mention their name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But I don't make videos trying to slander, trying to defame, trying to lie on and spread false reports or false rumors. I don't do that. But that is what that person is doing till this day. And now they got other content creators spreading the same lies because they want my attention. Because they want my attention, guys. That's what they actually do. Shout out to Carla for the support. She says, I will respect your channel. Forgive me. I will always watch your channel. You are the best. Well, I'm glad that you're able to clear the air because I know that you're a supporter of the platform. I know that you're probably frustrated with what's going on with these YouTubers, but at the end of the day, we have rules. We have rules. Everybody got to follow the rules. It's no different than if you're at 9 to 5. If I'm a supervisor, I might be cool with some of the coworkers, but I got to follow the rules or the supervisor going to get on my back. YouTube have strict guidelines. I'm trying to stay within those rules. You know what I mean? From time to time, I might air out a F-bomb or a profanity here and there, but that's within guidelines. You could do that. But on YouTube, in the chat, YouTube don't like having F-bombs and S-words and all this other stuff in the live chat. It's a very, very strict, serious thing. I've seen YouTube moderators come into my live chat and regulated people. And when I saw that, that made me realize that YouTube watch live streams too, or they have AI that watch your live streams.
They do.
How many of you folks been watching?
YouTube remove comments from live streams all the time. They do. The bot, whatever they got going on with bots or whatever they got, YouTube actually they do. They remove some comments from they don't allow certain comments in the chat. That's true. We got about 2 more minutes, y'all, and then I'm gonna end it. Let's listen.
Live stream of mine and seeing YouTube come into my live chat and delete people comments. Put a 1 in the chat. It literally says comment deleted by YouTube. I was like, whoa, YouTube have done that. You know what I mean? So it's not a game. It's serious. I've seen this happen on other people's platforms. And if it keep happening, that channel will end up getting penalized by YouTube because we're not regulating the platform. That's why we have moderators. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if you were anybody else, I'm sure V-Dub would have just put you on the block list one time. But he knew who you were. So he just delete the comment. But it gets to the point where if you keep doing it now, we got to say something. You know what I mean? So it's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? You good. I'm just glad that you're able to acknowledge the wrong and we can move forward and everybody's happy. And now the audience and everybody can see that we were able to resolve that issue. That's the way issues are supposed to be resolved. In the public, clear as day, everybody good. We can move forward. You said there's a Google moderation too. Yeah, I know about that. It's like I said, you don't want the big boys at the top on your platform because what happens is this story is a touchy topic. So I know that Google and YouTube is watching my platform right now to make sure that I'm within guidelines, to make sure I'm not showing no footage of the actual shooting. I know that they're there. I know they're watching, guys. I'm not dumb. I've been on YouTube since 2006. I understand the guidelines. I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? I know what's going on. So that's why I can't show the actual footage. You know what I mean? Because they know that it's a touchy subject. They probably programmed in their AI to watch out for content creators that might try to play slick and show the footage. I won't even play the audio with the gunplay, even though that's not really an issue. They just don't want you to show the actual guy holding the gun. You know what I'm saying? Pulling the trigger. That right there goes against the guidelines. You know what I mean? In some instances, they might let you get away with it, but I'm not even trying to tread on any, I'm not trying to cross any of the lines. I already done been burnt by the guidelines. I already done made mistakes. I learned my lesson. I've been in YouTube prison already. I've been through all the fire of you know, whatever penalties. I already been there and done that. So I'm not trying to go back into that mess. I've learned my lesson.
All right, we're going to stop it right there, y'all. Actually, we're at the 1 hour and 53 minute mark. This video is 2 hours and 23 minutes. So it's only like a couple of minutes left. I do want to end this live at 3 hours because I don't want it too long. I want people to catch the replay. So when we come back, which will probably be, what's today, Tuesday? Actually, we're going to come back tomorrow because I'm a little out of schedule because I plan on coming on this channel Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I missed Monday. So we'll be back tomorrow to finish this live up, this one, and then we'll get into some more things that's being talked about concerning this case. To me, honestly, unless I'm going to be that content creator that goes back to the old shit, because I know a lot of people are showing the old lives and showing the old beef. I don't want to do that for real with this case. I just don't. I really don't. So what I want to do, I am going to talk about a more updated update that I got other than this one. And then we probably won't do any more content on this until that actual court date. Hadn't decided yet. Haven't really decided yet. I'm just playing this one by ear because y'all know how I am about these type situations where content creators be doing the most and this, that, and the third. So we'll be back tomorrow to finish this live up and may get into something else for a couple of hours. But then really and truly, I don't, unless something like pops off, I really don't see me doing any more content on this until the actual court date where I can give y'all the update of what went on in court. Okay? So we'll see how that go. I just play it by ear. But until then, y'all listen. Pretty much fun bear for me. I don't know. I mean, you know how the court system is, but you know, I just don't see how you know what really got me. What really got me is the fact that he actually chose to plead self-defense. You know, but hey, like I said, you just never know. Looking for something, y'all. You just never know. You never know what might happen, what's gonna happen. You never know what people be having on their brain, but we're gonna follow it. We're gonna follow it. Thank you, Tony Not Breast down Georgia Live 230. Thank you. Keep up the great work. I will. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. With that being said, we're gonna get off of here for the day. We'll be back tomorrow earlier than when I came on today. I will be on my T channel. It was originally scheduled for 5 my time. Fun put the link in the chat, but I changed it. I pushed it back. It'll be actually 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because I got some things to do right quick, and then we'll be over there on the T channel talking about another crazy ass situation that took place on social media. Social media has gotten this world all of the you know, social media along with other things that's going on. This world is all fucked up, and I said it, and it is. You know they got to do a fun bearer unless he pleads out. Unless he pleads out, there has to be a court case. There has to be due diligence and justice, you know, as they see it. But anywho, I will see y'all in a couple of hours on my T channel. Funberry, while we exit the building. Can you drop my T channel one more time for those who may be interested in subscribing to the T channel? If you're in this chat or the replay and you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. So you'll be notified whenever I go live. Okay. And like I said, and until a couple of hours later, y'all listen, y'all be good. Enjoy the rest of your work day. Be safe. Be careful. Be safe. Be blessed. Never stress. And until next time, True Simple, stand up and we out. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for supporting.